Nits 100.9 FM suni na ene eye ukuada na mami se ene ukwe chese nsamo wo hono no edoso abodonko apa ho meeting aduonu enan mema ntidwumadi ena yede ebremu na mema ntidwumadi yede ebremu no nsam no edoso ena ni nyina so yebegebre yetimi akenkan enti ensambe na ekoso samo ekoso ane se ADAKABRI mamudu osioma na mababetena dwamu aseda ekoma panyini kojuda meado se fitifia da bisi enrei wahwe akira hwe bibia manako kama na ADAKABRI mi di dwumade hu chiame na senior co-character ono soso obata ho majeri osei adman ono soso watena se na yetimi ahwe na dwumade na kwaso ohima kwefrima ohima kwefri yesuso ana ono soso no watena se a yedin nsam no be Panyu Kojo Damiado as usual or the proud owner of the contents of this show na yetimi ahwe say the show no biti afa na de akoso majero sajman na eboni chidom oyema kwefriye na onso service mranti kwa ne mienu asat now na o hwe se bibia ebekoso say kama ansa na onye service ni yi ana we kwa sa charge we de ho asem na mebesi nkonwa aba beka fi say ade o se edemina si fom ai mimi ntino oba adwuma na
no
ai
se sa no
you are lost
me who
right ambassador emma abna frema abankro wani nana ya safo wani nso on social media handles baby asem de befa bia no na yetimi ahwe se ebeko na akọ eyie na fe yede aseda so ama engineering team no atu agbo walker matiako na najare na nabuaje ada sankroma ya sanemra ne nsen sempro na fe ya san ede ehon hihye no nyina no aseda facilities group no big solo na dada na Godfred and your friend Yuprana na Sami Yao mapuna na DJ Bosco na Milson so yasanma ne say tete na yahun baby e nsɛm no ebekɔ akɔbɔ ɛnɛ nsɛm no ɛda hɔ a ɛyɛ more political ɛna more solemn ɛnso so ɛsan ɛde ka ho ɛyɛ ɔba panyini ɛyɛ akuadɔnkɔ ai ɛna ɔkɔyi baby efire ɛne baby abeduro ɛne de ɛda yɛ nimu wiei yɛbɛhwɛ na yatoto saa so ɛna ɛyɛ the Electoral Commission in the light of ɛyɛ akuadɔnkɔ nsɛnsɛm ya no ɔmo so ɛde nkrata bi aba betudwa ɛno so no ɛho nsɛm ɛbɛba ansa ɛna ɛyɛ at the law court so speaker ɛne ɛyɛ 4 MPs ho nsɛnsɛm no ɔmo gusu akyɛsɛ yɛ ka ho nsɛm a no mienu akyiri ya no ɔmo tena se a ɛno so ɛho nsɛm ɛyɛ den ɛbɛba na afei no yɛhwɛ campaign no so ɛyɛ Mahama ɛna ɔno wɔso wapost 5 questions ɛde ama Dr. Mamadi Bawumia ɛna Dr. Mamadi Bawumia so say in an answer to the 5 questions na Mahama post no ɔno so wapost 50 questions internet just say you answer a question with a question
1:10
1:10 yes sir oh you why na where the be we use to here or say flimsy questions you ascertain whether questions na Mahama busa no can anybody describe it as flimsy question na sa analysis na yetimi ehunu panifo no beba betena se owura Peter Antwibu Asiako of the New Patriotic Party engineer Prekope obeba Adele Omar of the National Democratic Congress NDC Adele so ebeba owura Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change Afrafranto ono so ebeba Marjorie
Oba
emu atena se
yeja
Naima
Ofa
memu atena se waye na achire te sen fitifia da besi na yamini we
Ofa boko
okay right ana Marjorie
Ofa
onso so anopa sorry ye na fom
anopa sorry ndi
na achire te sen
ana etore bi abre na wom ba de guso
to bi abre na wom enso so guso wada nyame bebo ho ban da nyina na watimi aginam na content nso so atimi aye concise and Jezebel, you keep it simple.
You kiss it.
So you kiss it. So keep it simple and short. Keep it simple and short. Just say you kiss it. So now if you asama, are you relevant?
That's right.
Now you emotional. Now say timely. So into whatever you do, no, say you evoke emotions, passions from the other side.
That's right.
Just say listener, no, why you really with the lifestyle of the listener. So and na ahmache be 5:30 and me tie wo na me hyesumu and me tie wo and I could just imagine I said the na no city into I keep it that na emane nko na panyiko joda me ado so no eta na chi na sen when ono so ba na watimi apiki brevity no na wapiki brevity na the confidence so akosro na chesa pe no Bramsey one there an experienced woman and just also so na echitafo no so ne omo abochi dom no so no na wo mo so afa ne say bibi betumi afirima badaache na ye de ehunu ye ho ano
over enye easy o
enye easy
say ni so bia ye wild say
obia ye wild
say ye di kan akase afwe campaign say de omo ye no eye wo ma sense no
but me social issue we free o
okay
de bia me na me de bi bebre wo so na no ya eye under age ekotwi ka ma resultant accident eba ye man ko dai mienu ekoye unum say sasem no and then the first time I tell me be man can be picture kura mintimi read things about it yeah see na kura me can just say bibi na pusu me amameka because when it's about children yeah na when it's about children yeah na the kind of innocence and kwala ezudu so meek and lamb kura lamb no say lamb na ye odwan ba nso odwan no ho nya ahomete na odwan ba so the lamb so na obi a meek so tinkwada asam de Marjorie na kwia na nopa na me hu say ka bia pack wo me wallet ti anopa no ka na gina wa che it me observe wo ya say na ka ye gina hai afi de me sorry say me betumi ka na ma ba adwuma ana me di kan ko bi gate kakra ete ho hwe na de normally nya de a ka ba bi siyasa ache na me hu say ese ka no yes etu akona nim kakra am say me be na just wo tu akotware me ana eti on mo apɛ ana ka bi so free ni left side bae ana me hu say otia break so prekopɛ ti me fa ne say ni left one mo no na ɛyɛ obscure kakra nti bia wa hunu saka free ho ba enti na ma sudden abrupt breaking no ebe mo ana me de me tu me to break ye ka ni se ba bi esi no a ana me de me pie ya me yes me took up and then I realized can just will be antim eti me fa hu say no ana bibi kama koma na ba mechi say pe na me see na me hwe ka no mu a tiny little girl bi na take ka no na say I was answer no what to say me camera for no ono di twi yi ma no na me so we can so what to say no say no way I'm saying na when I in charge of Canada what in the CH mix up with any I know say I was training papa I'm saying papa way I say me papa wada I know didn't say 500 meters away actually me fear be on my line so say hana ne papa tina ne papa no fear wada no watch I'm saying papa na da I'm saying I want now drive okay by say papa actually mechanic I'm saying na wo drive free here na dey duru hey what's me drive free actually gano na me dey do transakwa I'm saying sir ade na o papa ka friend mame enti bi dem nim say ma hwie na mka so me mpese wo betu car no na onya hunu car na bekwa kofa problem dey aba ti me to me car say me kwa no ano and medical so business we this and also the 13 tiny girl 13 and Toyota Corona SCB 17 registered plate and because also the 13 I'm so me mpese wo betu car no abra o papa eniha na echina nko bia na de akosumu obi de me ka sa wie no hwe no so yo matedade and bibi ka kire me say I'm so on fa car na safo ama me so there daddy into me fa ma me see yet here ya na se mabambu ye enti me to car ko say pe na me hu say kana san reverse akonachi akogina ba bia no ogina no
tina so no ma okwan
ana bibi ka kire me say daddy na san ba back na me say una no say ma parking ye twem papa mani brisa mo cha afemi na me ko to dwemu ne ma betwe and I'm say you okay to twem papa me ntu car no and na me my indications to householders and say akwa deputy care bi mu ha say bra mo mani nko no ho ma me mani ntu car no and na me call King's Cottage police I'm go free police once akola bi na me won tre me and the police people were very prompt and abakukuri tina kan no say that if me enko te me kire na kwa no hunu fie no oh yeah brechi say ya pe ya kwada na atuka ya ode aircor ni dimrika no hu za me ka no so saba no ano e no san gina no ya di o e no pake ye it you see na police ne no every madam come out of the car and Ray is free ni car mo buy na mantimi I'm trained for the spectacle. I'm catching police for say meba na maba betie die ekoko siye na die me hunu ni say na on shampabo na so gugu fom and I could only imagine say ya jaka na sifie
and wakutu apie
and what took her the
piece ne papa ada o bizarre ko se ne papa ada nti e hono nko an kra na kire say car no wati kra wakutu car na free no de aba belojo and o try na hoden
and she was just packed 3 houses away from Sofo Salifu Amakufie.
Hey! Wait there. This is not something we should laugh about, but I to say history be by repeating.
Now, just a 30-year-old there. And then a baby must open so soon. Now, obey me.
13-year-old.
Yes, one I catch him was 13 years.
Girl.
13 years. Oh, the baby says,
and then the necessary form.
Utimi hu say what that's
on school uniform.
Debbie.
Time out.
We are looking at 8:45.
So
but I have indication from say a video camera no within claim say as at 7:30 in the morning the car was parked there.
Until now, I'm just imagine what was going on in her mind. I don't know what you know her chest her. What is happening?
So I say be no tu akwaka dua bi so na afia ka ade achi nanim na obesan abafie ababede because ade achi nanim enti we say no say oka chem say agire gan no watu ka no free e de adu trasako wa aka say ya ka no be say free agire gan trasako agire gan no.
Wow.
I say yeah you was.
And why do we leave car keys on tables?
And just say you expose you to your ma your friend is saying one more suswa edikan and one more cry yasin attempt to say yeah chiro mo car ni twi na was saying your keys egu wo fa obefa kwakutu.
I think
and obad here
obefa kwakutu.
I think say o say you share na you can't say me because they see you
can say
yeah they see you no cry na egu
so obad here didn't know
about so to me find out say police for it to me engage the parents na
wafa we won say
enti a okotu ka na the free up here
wafa I don't blame this little girl. We blaming the parent. Anka oba obema wo. Ye nim say driving age wa Ghana ye 18 ne de. Senka pesa wo cha kwala ne ka kan ka de
we to say the parents na che ne ka kan.
Ana why na che ne ka kan? Oh wafa. 13-year-old inyo bi meeting anja aka say our boyfriend and now be
I've reason to believe say she lied to me. Because if fear no a catch him say otimu no. And then na o move car no away from self.
That is okay. But who taught her how to drive? If say nyane mami papa.
We don't know as yet. Except that you're responsible for the actions of our children up to the age 18. No now. Semija safwadi to table so. Na 13-year-old girl. I don't mention age as 13. Etimi ko fasa fuano. Etimi took carry the public thoroughfare so. Sa responsibility no Ghana ya yetie no. Sa wo twene ma me ne papa so. Aka say woman facing the rigors of the law. Mimi kura na mimi ko free process for me abechi akwede kura no. I feel some sort of guilty be.
How? Why? Na sa wa bechi na hu ni ntem. E na oyekonya akwanshi anka would have happened. And no how would you have felt? Exactly, so you did the right thing.
Echina nko no because me catch them say me mpese ubetu car na ube hurt wo ho.
Yeah.
Na nasa ube hurt obi. Because I was thinking say or the bowo mu se sia na so no pra. Edi ene besie na nisimu jida susu ai na ya mo ne nkwala no so te amumu nyi omuti mo mama no nyi omuti na ne tiri ho nye sa so ohwe ka na otimu no na ene atade na nation na enkosa
for the truth of the matter is that car gina hoi say yen share dan kirewa untimi ntulo to ngase metu kan de ko
ene se o PS5
enti ya said that kire no
o PS5
enti just no
PS5 games no ubetimi ato game a ebe kirewo ekwan fa so de kaka in this distance no na car no na automatic no the car say obe steer car no
wafa akola wo friend na ne yema ntimi anhye na mana fa nkobo baabi a otimi gina park ye de ya kire no e de na ten steering na chi etu ama ya supervise na for some time into onim de oye she knows what she's doing
say what attempt say wo be kire wo back to a eka atwia say we ni ho be fa key no I try no at the moment I ba say na akuya aka baby say can say yen kire wa be di because also kwakote na kire just
of bedding
enti at the moment I attempt no wetima kire no hu no ma bia no so no of obetu car no de akọ so say the city yes obetu car no go ya kra na yawo in fact me nu akoma bi BBC ya wo dwabe me papa e kire ne ka atwi na the enti me papa e kire ne ka atwi no there are reasons behind it our children okay?
But reasons now they trying to catch you know
and so and
absorb no
no it can never be it can never be so they say it is a reason no kran yen later kran na yen hu say na popi no kran na just on na show nyina what church the kind of no creativity can be so say that no kokko a reason no can't be absorbed
of any blame
no because BBC because so Nana yaw we say ameno kaze kwa nana yaw enya 16 years. Even nana yaw 15 years. So just imagine.
Because na say accident is here ɛsɛ nneɛma bebree sɛ ɔbaa bi okuta ɛyɛ clutches a yɛtwa de na baako ne mma mmiɛnsa di n'akyi na ɛyɛ car ɛna ɛyɛ high profile person de bɔɔl no ɔde bɔɔl no at the law court ne ade ansiaga yɛtwitwa agye no na saa ɔbaa no kuta clutches a ne mma no deɛ wanyini wɔ mu kura bɛdi 9 deɛ ɔsɔ ɔmo bɛdi 3 na ɔmo kɔ a na ɔmo ahyɛ ɔmo sukuu atadeɛ na ɔmo baage bobɔ ɔmo akyi na ɔmo maame no kuta ne clutches no na otukɔ na ɔmo maame no ensure sɛ wapɛ kaa deɛ ɔmo akɔ sukuu na ɔno nso atoa so akɔ akɔyɛ adwuma foforɔ na that high profile person a ɔde kaa bɔɔ maame no mɛka kyerɛ wa ka obudo nsa bɛbɔ tiri mu sei so ahono accident nya de papa
ɛnyɛ nti wɔfɛ sɛ yɛ mɛ ani kɔn especially deɛ si yɛ yi yɛahwerɛ akra nyame fɔm currency but the lessons that the man wo for I said you're very careful for your responsibility wofa
etimi nya body bi asem me ma principal be kyerɛ kwada
by now one more finding out kra when you bone kra 13 years now what take care mu say wudi di akwane aba David o call reverse no when him o go anim no aba reverse David enti eno ne kan no pa so ne kan no enti ɛyɛ sɛ wo draw the attention of the police eti ɛte sɛ wo san you follow up ne ehu ade kra the enti ama abaywa ne timi 2 car no because we knew time ɛte sɛ o drive yeah with the reason say yes we do 18 e kɔ ansa na obetumi a drive
enti dia na be so so protest for them fanya no
no dia wo mo ntimi nya no hwe na emom ɛso o mo kɔ ne parents no na akwada ne die
then now the be
13 years
13 then
what took car dia for public offense no
parents are responsible for her
the parents no ho and the parents no so the omo ya aware say bibi ebesi no emfa ho o ete say wotuo wo fie na we expose wotuo no amakoda na odi akodi bone won na ye hold responsible
yakora de ye nya no monkoda
na for now de obe na sentry so oye minor ontimi nwin ye man ho yes
you are suggesting say
yes ontimi nwin ye man
obi oye over 12 years system bi any one man
oye minor
o say minim say nkola
oye minor but dia won say hweka so asem yesi won say judge no I refer baako no woman na no nya 18 years no we referring to the juvenile even though Sabrika when you're 18 years old
but at the time of the commission of the offense no but the question is say omo anya yanka so ya akola ntia nya no hwe but in this instance what say akola na nya no hwe
I see ofa what say
so manu 13 years etu car on license on a public thoroughfare are we saying say emra bia ni ho
hey ebeti akoda no
na busa me say
what for some redu ebeti agoda ne dia I don't know but me
have to tell us yeah
the minimum say a parent dear over responsibility over your child or your minor because minor no
I know you can say responsibility no wan say mo na ono minor no so no akotu car a road traffic issue right in the road traffic issue akotu car do we not have to find out from the relevant authorities say akola under that age you know or no akoda in as much as a responsibility of the actions and inactions no lie with the parents no or no 13-year-old no what is that because they see akola no some kobusa process when no say omo je car no safua and omo ka so onko friend ma me ne papa mra ne me fa car no what are we going to say
it was friend e say yehu say bibi sa wo ho dia me privy to that say
tie nimu a e better
say bibi sa wo ho dia me privy to that say bibi sa wo ho so na say ye dia akwada no fa sa akwan no so a say etimi fa no so but ye nim ne say minor dia untimi twe kan fa benenam afitire kura fie ho kura ndese wutuka ente sa odo nsaka ente sa odo nsaka
dia me so meka ne say eya sisi a technology ne ne mama ba hye boni adoso ye ntiti ye nkola ni ye ye ntiti nkola ni ye if you say yes kire nkola no bone doro 13 years 16 years 14 years it is good to help person watch akola ni bi but driving at that stage is very risky or this 17 kwe di 18 as how the na fe mu say enche bi obedi 18 it makes a lot of sense you know but
the way say say ano ne maame ne papa kura ni ho no no yem fa so mo na ekire ne kaka
he said the best when akola dey odi bon na when apart from say akola no betimi abeka say madam for we peer pressure bi madam for we na chem driving there ni age mate do was saying
you can say na offense I will boni ya no say no correct
o say I will boni dey wo fa ya I will boni dey ya but really this one you who will teach the girl how to drive
Who taught you how to drive?
My boyfriend then.
Now, who could
I was 18 plus.
But the point is, I only asked why nature car can.
I
didn't say, sir.
My age now, yeah, can.
Now, 13 years, I said, my year, say, Ubi no, if you know what car can do, how do you know?
Sanka, Ukosi Akolano, Ubusan agents were 21 and we 23. I'm Sanka Beko, baby. I was, Mebois, and come go, baby. No, take car, no, do. See, I don't cry, was no. I wonder how I know to be running him. And Sanka interrogating the ground, maybe 23 years. And I'm going to Baha, and Cadena walk. Then, right,
I'll find out from the police, sir. We just additional teachers and all kind of function teachers and then teacher and punishing school. Was a Sandra Banafo as usual. No, was that ADAKABRI? If you think Mahama's questions make sense, why don't you advise him to go for the debate? Where do you expect? Why you mean to say why do you, not where do you? Where do you expect Bawumia? Okay, you mean it. Where do you expect Bawumia to stand and answer them? Instead of you to advocate so that they both debate, then both Mahama and Bawumia answer these important questions. You people protecting Mahama not to debate Bawumia, and now you ADAKABRI, you are telling us that Bawumia should answer those questions. Massa, did I say that?
Wafa, please, can I respond to something?
Don't.
In a very nice and beautiful.
Don't.
Wafa, I will be.
Don't. We are so. Sandra, Sandra, we are about we are Bemo. Sandra, me say. Vice President of the Republic, right now, or your flag bearer of the NPP, or say Mahama questions in your flimsy. I hope it na mekai.
And I hope say, is it really flimsy?
Is it really flimsy?
That's all.
So Obi Busa question say, in the current setting, a year then $1 to your friend is saying 17 cities. But don't describe it as a flimsy question. And Yana said, "Oh, can be chef Laberano. Meaning so be said that say a idea a year beyond him to answer. And unti name ma onka say flimsy. Ma onka say a flimsy. Because onim how and I say onimpo ne bia onka how it affects businesses. Alright? How it affects and the other do be a more kabe kanyan keke when you want to imagine do. But the language, should be clear and describe all such questions as flimsy. If it's on my 170, no, Obianka Hoshe, on my 50, no, Obianka Hoshe, but don't say a flimsy question. So I have 5 questions, say we are kind in the in all fairness, me so say a flimsy questions. A question wa posu, upe yano, yano. And on also day 50 questions. That's it. But don't ever describe it. Say a flimsy. So people will say you free him for. And now you overborrow up to this level. Don't say it's a flimsy question.
Yeah.
Or say a year done a yajisika say Akobobu free Bank of Ghana. When him answer no ma. Unia jai. Upeswabeka say just a Michelle debate as in America. But don't ever describe it as a flimsy. Yang any ama politicians take you for granted.
Yeah.
Ubet me a question where you're flimsy. You don't do that. And and one say opawonyano and yeah so many 50 questions. That's it. Or man fan come. But don't describe say a flimsy. Why? Now a boy pa na Sandra there. What by force won't go debate. What won't go debate? Amunya a first time I been see daddy. The key point is yen no or mu be di so no. Or mu may hunu say could a demonstrable track. So bet me a baby. And yen. Mesha Kasante Neka saying, Osi Mahama has already been chosen by God to lead the country. So anyone with intention to be impediment in his victory should be very careful. Because who Jah bless, no one can curse. Leroy Jean Baptiste, Osi Bawumia, you don't do that. Leroy, Atiana, Bawumia and Bibi Anancheno, or vice president for sign flag, right? Mr. Atim Didi Basabasa Sade, and fan for me, catch say, Memen Kokan, answer me as sweeter with it.
Oh,
I say, say, Nefe, I didn't know what your name. I never go Kwamo Akoneka, so ADAKABRI. Journalists in Ghana have not, journalists in Ghana have not asked former President JDM. Why didn't he implement what he's saying now as a president by vice president, but only Dr. Bawumia? ena ode bae ose Adakabri Sandra Banafo na biom Adakabri all the odds are against Bawumia yet he is willing to debate Mahama. Masa, just tell Mahama to face him and debate him so that he answered those questions. And John Annan Kwakupum and I say, Madam, we don't chop debate. Why? And Odebaye Dominic Mensah, Sandra Banafo, tell your mate to get serious and answer his own 170 questions. And Odebaye. Right. Enti young na mami akuya donko.
Yeah,
Mami akuya donko.
Yesterday I really didn't want to believe that.
Mafia neka say, Wafa, you said it all. Whoever wins should make sure to fulfill promises made. Na ya brand noise no. Afia no anu aka no. Say ya grofo betuatua ya ho aka na ye tena se adwendweno enne tese nika se obia bo the price nko. Obia bo the price nko. Obia bo the price dia na atimi abanti a obia bo the price nko. Ukota ade ba ko no a we se bi de be ma o say eye tissue ya kakrake ya akoti bi bremi large one no so no obi to no 27 cedis
brand
na brand to difference timi bam say ba ko ye 27 ba ko ye 35 and ba ko ye 50 cedis
wofa
the same tissue no
same tissue asemo
den na tese munyina so mo ton no area ba ko etina tese sia na o say ko shopping ye answer na beto ade no check it price ni ye
check we bisa no we bisa na wa compare no oh okay nti ha na ebe boa me answer na
obia price nko ade ba asem nko
a de no say na ya na AC abo no ebusu ti awiem
anu ntia
eno so ka ho
Eichmann was over Adakabri December 7 can go second round. The noise in Ghana is making me deaf. That's so crazy. What do you like from Germany? Na nikuro no mitimi modino. Mönchengladbach. Have I got it right? Eichmann. Mönchengladbach. I said they say Mönchengladbach. Rabba. Adia wouldn't be the kind of cranny and chill. It is that thing. It is a Kogathi. Adakabri. BMW, you want to say, said they have built many things than Mahama. Tell him to say that we are borrow more than Mahama. And yet the substance of Nazmo can. And once I say, yeah, legitimate question be affecting yang Yabra Bumuno. And says it to me, but say, or better describe say, a flimsy. Ebini ye ken. Say, Ukoto adia na tissue. A day in a baby 27 cities. Baby 35 cedis na baby 50 cedis ni nyina ne say wo say ye no ma ye nye lazy ye chinim if it ain't to keke chinim
obey the same things
same
quality
because anybody be dishonest and now all try say obeton
way scammers ni eyi omo do p
there be say obi on ma ye ntade no show sa into no be make sure say to ba akopa ebe cover normal me ensa
it is wrong sanko hwe na all strategize na what niema no so nifa so kitu ebi da so a nko be un se ebe ko hwe ama abeni bia no obenya ne mfa so
hwe de wo
opa shop A niema ne bo wo from na shop B ne bo wo e wo soro na ye se nya nko shop A ana
anti shop A na normal no from no obekwa akọ free shop A no de akọ akọ shop C no abie no store no aton de aboden na be hunu se gbenya kwadwofo Mrs. bi a won kodwom nko check prices a okọ ya no afa no ato
atana
ya system na ye de ya de no son enne obeje say even kura no hwe eye car for transit right for transit you ukọ water region abenya for transit no more omo ba ko bi o mfrɛ no kumantwi eye old for transit no kumantwi no because na kwa me antwi na o drive sa Ford ne bi the driver for na to ne din kumantwi na kumantwi no enne ehon parts no ehon parts no emma show right e bi emma na wo so pe eye transit no open ne hub front no eno e front pe hub no new for transit no hub no chese uko duty kura ne ade chese no na ukoto ane boarding na old one no ya to atwene kura no old one no make say uko aflawo area Volta benya bi Okodoma Brekum area ubenya bi for transit no old one kumantwi no open hub no a between 1,300 to 2,000 because of scarcity into baby back on or say 1,300 baby back on afijasi chrono afijasi baby back on 1,500 baby back on 1,300 magazine baby back on 1,800 and can have say 2,000 and then the same Ford no so no new type no aban so yeah and also so no ubenya the hub no 250 cedis 250 cedis
because
it when na ko ba say ba into what they do 250 but the whole year dey no ube brands and wanya bi
no 1,000 3,000 5,000
so no
Trimodin.
And yet Trimodin.
Oh, what for you Trimodin?
I wouldn't economics kakra.
What for you Trimodin?
Okay, I know the abano. Anti fanatics near the bay. Also, name near Mung Cheng Glabach. The Munchang Glabax. And what they buy. As it Kogati, ADAKABRI, the reason why I like you is that you are too good in your program. And I also saw the buy call Yadwasing. Mishak Asante was someone who is in power asking opposition leader 50 questions or a joke of the century. And or they buy into now Medofo get it right for us until I say a Munchini and I say Munchini no can as well saying. Munching Glabach. Hey, we got it. Someone on BACH batch. So and MON no so no moon. Munching Glabach. Okay, we got it. The other was pa.
Oh ya Santini anga Munching Grab.
Santini
gra.
Okay, can do okay be any akon bebre ba
Santini for me ya Santini.
And I think meka. Yeah, wafabo with my lovely nana kuya him every year papa bi. Wafa may God bless you pa for your good teachings. And Dominic Mensah, come on, Baumia says Abnan I be do baby some of these things and I'm said they be moderator no e be year free system no so. Mama me need am penny for na term sir. Right. Mama yen demonstrate high IQ. Yen demonstrate high intellect. So I know. Na yen timi raise issues without necessarily say the bia just see didi want them. Amasa akasa no akaya no. So do bia wa no ave very phobia nim kura na bia na say no akase ya chiri pa no. So no akan we. I say, good afternoon, sir. Derek Semenu Penty. I say, every individual has a duty of care towards their neighbors, which means we are responsible for ensuring that our actions do not cause harm to others. This principle emphasizes that we must be mindful of the potential consequences of our actions. In the case of the pastor whose 16-year-old son moved his father's car and tragically killed two young girls, it is crucial for the pastor to recognize that he must allow his son to face the full consequences of this situation under the law. Upholding the duty of care is essential for accountability and justice. Sincerely, Uncle D. Tessano, Anna, or the Freya, or the Abba. Right. Eddie, I don't go.
Ofa didn't see.
Who people some said didn't see. That we don't go when I'm a free man in my yake.
Oh, are they?
Ayaka didn't.
And oh, they catch him. What if I catch him in the yeah, and I'm in perfume match on my.
Yayaka didn't. Right. Inti, Mamma Quia, such a versatile woman. Mini say bit me a replacing. Bit me because baby, you're free any baby or dear drone. A bad thing. Say, na ni intellect no. Once you will fear Yansa and you will school Yansa. It is an concern school dear can fear dear no one.
And can no more obey.
And can no man obey. I
was thinking, say, Matana women who any uneducated and I. Me fan chem if the language is not okay, but
and the Obabeka who comes
me who an uneducated woman bia e wo ekrom Ghana e ma asori ejina tinti I've done this oba one ko school wetimi ejina ate party any men marketing ka ejina e wo the same ballot so say yen ko pray for president e hu bi da And uneducated. We have never seen something.
Got less educated, better.
Okay, less educated. Less educated woman who has been able to rise
to that level.
It's not easy.
It is because yenso yenye adwuma yi na nka yen ye adwuma yi a enka yebetimi a expose less educated men and women in our society ye omunim di omwo no nka the whole country will come to marvel.
Yeah.
Ayenye adwuma yi. I recall my first interview. I wore a year Adom FM, many a queer donko. That time, could you preko dankwa and a producer? And one of the, it's not him interview, and that's one of the newsmen, Kumasi, multimedia. And a fray, but you dankwa catch and say, there is this woman. All pay your pen saying, okay, what's what you are live on a Dinkra radio in New York. Yet you of a kasa. In New York for you na avena diache. Nyamin kamunina mo na mokamushia a glass and qua kini Jonasa. Unkanchen some see ya when you know what you say kakra. Glass and qua. Na, but you preko. I'm saying, was it to him interview? And now, or catch the could you preko say. O mekan chem say mami oso pese oba mainstream politics na me man the opportunity.
Okay.
Because you pray ko kan no. And I'm so okay, young friend. I know baby. And na akuya don kuya de hihye so. Enti me ne nkomodie mu no. Na e wo se me edi ne kakra ema ne confidence basro. Enti adia me I got her to say no. Was when I asked her say we kumase nyonko as ye no ka. It me ka kumase nyonko as ye no ka no. And no Jesus say no. Na mami interview na me ya management of the station. It me a costume me say what the heck are you doing with that kind of interview? Yes.
Really?
In fact, it was the chief executive himself who questioned me. Say, "Atenti, na me did platform na message." Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. I was questioned. Say, "Atenti, na me did platform na such a person." Because that's not the intellect you low. And yeah, na ye nim no ma bi no. Ye tia na ye te say na hwan so nie wo dwa ye hwan e say onko ba bia. But then I stood my ground and I'm explaining to Penny no say that platform ne ye fearless no. We should give that platform to all manner of and all shades, so long as asema work no e relevant na e be resonate with nipa no a omutie station no.
Wow.
Enti ono so etiase and a ba say afi omu ana kwadwo preko afre no enti enumu and invite akuya bankran to bankran no e ma no koda akra ni ta heavy do ho and na heavy do baby when mama nyako ame FRIMPONG maamo na do na omo a line no so na yama na do na atiase okay until learn the language enti na yama no koda enti after that exposure interview no and na papa kwesi indom e make contact
okay
na catch them mama akuya say and enti memo akwa ko papa kwesi indom and then nka emom and mama akuya ekoye ekosia papa kwesi indom
okay
and no ho na ne saka tundra no enti ansana one papa kwesi indom so ntem tete ya no e je se makwa nipa boni ni untimi ntopa untimi ento papa kwesi ntwene na untimi nto me maami so ntwene Internet just say me crack ne sa. Na Makuya is such a clever woman. So we share processes. I was here come and sana what to me I file you papers. Processes I was here come and sana what me I file you papers. Next mammy queer baby obi ra. I'm making sure that 2010 composite copies in your go me farm. I just didn't. I just mammy anka so or back on the base. Just a base, a nipamu base, pan or back. I got nasi. Yatro. Odru Ghana Revenue Authority. A year a head office. Our ministries. Just tax client certificate. Budget no so no. Na wachiachia obi any moment ya achiachia obi obechiachia obi wo Ghana Revenue Authority head office o ye kwa don ko duru ha kansi na yaye enti onim processes no na ye koye say ye kwa file ma minimum processes na wo se ogomu nyina owura office wo no mabwaje no so ha ni abwaje no so ha na de achina motom ani edi achire na crash ni memehwe no o see say ye kokotena eye minuyan what's his name minuyan Sribu Kweku.
Okay, yeah.
A passy bibia. And the mammy queer catcher me say. ADAKABRI. Adarumo. Unam beer, Jimens and the and you no bano. One up where you. And I'm so more money hano. Na Jimens and the a Yeninia Bema Kuga. And then the first cousin, John Shebby. Omunyina so miso me hu nipa.
Okay.
Inti Jimensa ni nua mema nti no. Eso me fa ne se oye me de. Enti mo ma ne ha no. How is this woman able to tell say ma enye bibia ebetia chairperson no. Na bibi ni a omo no be assist her into compliance. When him say price ye tena se o kan ye ka se ye kwa bonten a won ka se cocoa price ono akua den ko ba say no de beje no o kan ye no less than 1 week and the government of Ghana announced so similar price in that range e de ma cocoa akua for so na maame no nyame ana die ne sie
wo fa
ono ankasa no maame no obredodo na owo a pickup obetimi atenam and owo full SUV obetimi atenam eso hardly so be hunu say ote SUV num dabia no na ote pickup num na ote front na ne ba eno eti akire na ne nana kitikiti no nso so eti akire na mami be ko ba bia na driver foi wano na ekire driver no fanifa abonkum ha sei yese onyawo e ma nkoyam fomso e ma ne nkofo ha oma na dia obi entimi nka no eno na mami akua donko obeka
obeje matu ho
adia wo to wonom na wontimi nka no eno na mami akua donko obeka oka susu a ese owo gidie ewo asemu no mu na 2010 na otna se 2020 elections no no buy no can say ADAKABRI isi ade sikana kwa atwe na de misika bi onso ne bank pa ne Ghana commercial bank na commercial bank skano asaya so si enye skani bi na maame no nya adwe na obai no ka kyerem say na ubetimi aboa ama yenye skasata ne yakwa kotua ne ehia 100,000
okay
and ka kyerem say yenya obi a obebo ye bosia 100,000 a ye besi hu 50,000
hey
now she was so bold. I'm say sir na or you prepared say ɔde ne car mmienu ɛyɛ full SUV no ɛna pick up no yɛde bi si aworowa
ɔde bɛsi awo agye sika no
na yɛde akɔ file na ewie a ɔbɛsan de sika no aba back na ɛden ma me ɛna me approach business personality catch and say this is the situation na maame no hia sika sei ɛna nipa no busa me 3 times but we are sure say all this kind of beba and I'm so or the beba so busa me we are sure ADAKABRI politician we don't say me no money is you mama for busy gama no and I'm so or the beba no busa am 3rd time
we are
sure so what the beba and I'm saying what the beba no cash okay inti si hu 50,000 no menye
onye oh
but men kan kire no ama ne tiri mo nya ne de no wan ria o kan o bes kare ma and ama me ne de eye 4x4 no full SUV no na ye Mitsubishi Pajero what the car ne documents ni nyina no Sunday pick up no so a documents ne car ni nyina e de buy and eye business personality no so can say me nye letter na me sign na me mo no sign na me ma 2 other persons and sign near dance here say this kind of manner or the beba enti ma me no me can me and I'm a typo letter no and I'm nya 2 other personalities oh ma me ya me background 2 other personalities so or the ba yire be che ba ko ena o de ba yire de ba na me ni ho ena ni ba ka che se ho ba yire we de ko na driver na ko ba na mani se ni pa na akasa ba yire de ho no sa so ma se ko ka che se so fa ba yire ba obi odun sa krata bi agbaji sika de se no
na sa o so wonpe
o kasa ba yire do
na nya no ala enya no
enti obo mama ni se ami asa ba ji
anti okwaje yamba Radinya na yangupo
aze na me ko best point me o best point one go the best bo ase ba sie di o asa je ba yire no enti ana business personality no e dey a friend saying 100,000 cedis in my ana odimrika ko file ye ya file ye bibi e wie 10 days later after say file ye no and o catch him so when you scan no 150,000 you fan go back na me catch a business personality no and you move on a cars no at the bar baby or bar or the driver for be near befa cars no and the business personality in the car so onye 150,000 okay Oma or no business personality 100,000. No for 20,000 academy.
No for 13.
Now or no for 30. Just more or less what we are. Was it ADAKABRI me banner no or no will be nya dear we hear scavia. Many bo prep.
Hey.
She's just a character. I know say Eddie nipa ne pedia. Obetua 120,000 in the amano. No pa 120,000 in mommy. And na ampa utia 120,000 man. And na medana se krasa sikana watimi dia pano. Any hear me. And na you release it can't. You release it can't. Na paper ne ba ko kra ne ehunu. Da bi paper ne me enu nyina ne ehunu. Take say ese obi amfa na dwene nkoso na do man sika no wa to paper na twene ba bi kra. Nti ba na mka so okay. E don ko DVL. Yan report to my police. Near man replacement document no. And okọ je. Nti 2024 ana meka so madwuma na doso. Nti ebeye din don say wohwemu a emfie edu ekodu ba ko ne na maye radio adwuma ye wo Despite Media, but they've been very great because wohwemu a I spent 2.5 years first instance with multimedia, and then spent 5 years with Hot FM, and then went back to multimedia a further 2.5 years, and I spent almost 11 years here. In the true shima multimedia, despite media for let me tolerate me. Because be a suburban nenye, and so a chess almost that kind of a jumana ye or hase no. As a enshasubie near jumanum. So we Yansania also Buama despite media ye they be about so. And says you are not integrity issues to be a nam de free multimedia for no. No maybe why I don't want to engage in thinking says a ho me yes me family huni. Inti adentina hase the obeka say omo ma that freedom tino na obey nti aya say ade bi o wa menye. You look at the integrity issues and go come a station right and mommy this time around catching so majuma I will radio no so doors and majuma or VIP no so doors and na mamma me sukria yo no akofom me ntimi nkoma fuom alaji dawda na ese alaji me chiao oso mudia kwa no mu di bebro ade ambazo so omudia omude kakraba an enu na se kufu ado da roma his excellency me da wase you order mo ana almost 5,000
Akufo Addo de wo hena
President of the Republic
Nana Addo dan kwa Akufo Addo
Nana
Umia boss
about Umia boss and anoche at the 5,000 to so in the anoche the 5,000 kuko ni echem miensa na ye hwesuni na fa ba ko na de beba anoche ho no no na wa chemu nan na de miensa breme na no afa ba ko enti 5,000 e ba ye no and also friends da mane how na kase ni di echi we de ketua bi o mo propra no akakra no so you can imagine o say ketua bi no mo propra no hakra no and na wono wode 1/3 na ma hwesofo no and na ono de kai no wache mu 4 and of 1/4 and de 3/4 ebreme the 3/4 no ni 5,000 de begu so twaw no so calculate abi a che so say no hakakra no a na je say on ti koko sa eso so kakra no de breme 5,000 so they've done well with the pricing from year 2000 they call 3,000 nisano enti mami mi ka say normal conform na fe so no me wabusu asem bi so kakra ye hwa kan wasem ti me pese me ye engage in political no so wate ase na ye kura say me maka kire no tem a obetimi a planning say na chese senko sa ba me yasa akopa busuya ne biemu enti ye no ka say there bi no and a business person also can say me nkodia on some first kanema if he says me ni hon mo nim kwa me fa so am gidi gabre no dem so nko de be bade no say ewura me so fo asam ko
nkodia ni eja wase
nkodia but then Ghanaian senka obi te party pa to no boase ahwe Ghanaian businesses a kebe boa pa because young man here o running mate Roman father no ni your friend say ni employer na ka che no say ska bia ohia bia me be ma for the purposes of oni ye adwuma pa who no be ye adwuma you akomam na na nya adwuma ni ye na ma o employer ntimi kan kire wo say ade say wo koye na nka de animonyam be brewa meta wachi so enti I was glad to learn send the employer and then the nyina ye prepared so meta na chi enti me ye say me nko no na afi o ka kire me say nipa bi ordinary to nipa miensa including me am wo faase Kofi Adoma na Kofi Adoma kura so dwane ho set time oba ye no a make us ye heavy do ho no e Kofi Adoma na me ma no call ye ne ko ye bibia the man odi Kofi Adoma be ye close no right it this time na me kan say me nko no na me di general secretary no George e man so odi nante o general secretary no eye me nua ketwa na me so ne nante so what na ye ni bibia ma no and then there was a young man so te no olumaba young man so te no so hono and original driver na no nam so te no it na just wakam and George no so wa abotre and I'm say onye no onkurekura it odne oye eventually Roman father bear mu no and Roman father catch them and say obebusa me intia no and na me kan bibi kakra bi di kire wa when you so bri wo no some can say lumba birthday bi so ka say
okay
ya no na Roman father ye kan ho asem ekoye say to of family na say yeah na meta wachi bi gina wachi pintin den e da yes ntin ke bi hia lumba akwa na wada Roma me so ba bi amenam yin
nya daje
manya ho adaje the next Roman father so no oye young man onye kikiri obre no ho ase over the period that why ye na dwuma nyina why very versatile say na dwuma no ba bi ono ye ne de no o ye ne pepepe e na oni kwadwo fosu lumba so anante ache nti ono ka asam kra na kwadwo fosu befa e de aye dwuma na we santini ofri aye dwaben e friend kwabna jiman ti Philip kwabna jiman apia kubi and ne papa free be kwai
okay
right enti ba say Roman father ne na ekono and na George so ye bibia na afi na me ho atome kakra say omo ne hwe aye bibia kama e de aba timi ko kumase na anu ya wada ne baba no so no Mary eno ne de frɛ no
ketwana na
said on the pion on nenam on sa ne ba no na de pion nenam ba bia enti ne ba no nim ne ntwom mo enti meme koye no bikokumase ya wada enna me bank na say adwada anadwo by 9:30 there about na bedru ye but now say me go back to VIP na me kokofa document bi san de mabas anadwo no a ema e de kokumase enti meme ba na George so ekọ asante mampon esoko ye operations bi George no so ebedru enkran mem adwada no a enti meme kokodru fie no it was around 10:30 there about na George frame me papa die sie ni o enti gisi ekọ na event say enope ene wo na George ye na frɛ eye running mate no so na eye mini George no ehia o motorway no so anadwo no na ekọ ye tumiketi dru on ma na Roman father so do ne nsuo so agem ye parking na musuo no na kyerɛ eno ena eye busuani baako adwa Gladys na omo penage na from wo the ba say omo ntwen na doctors no oba baako ena bema baako ena eye critical care nurses no eye nine the ba so omo say aye ntwen na se ye beduru a ye be frɛ omo ye kokodu na jeza kwa akoye me George running mate no eno Mary ena ebusuyani no adwa ena security personnel baako or FPU the ono so ena no okipu kona de so asa ena omote ensewam into FPU no so was there but when she uniform he did very well nti afi no ka say okay yinyina ya ba na ya fro course ro at the ICU na ya frɛ abusua panyine baafo na baafo kan sɛ yenye de sese yeye na yenkura ne de hye no yie enti Mary de suana no ndo usu
nti time na de ebesi esia na nsi
na in fact year 2150 ebo ne kokoso nti oban so am say plaster kase bi sara de body no funtem and akese ne din the date of birth in fact year 15th June 1941
okay
and then few details be now ya abono kukum e drew on no na just say two at a time ti meme ne Roman father in the D kind ekoye na now the whole intensive care bed no so and then machine no all the others were blinking green and this one was just static red. And omodin to makata no so sa he doctor no such a beautiful hardworking doctor so oni kasai wo form e ma tumi say or sympathize with what had happened Actually, na Dr. Bema back on so by Sabe engage ye Kasa Kama. Nurses no were very nice. Into my ye day at the end almost crops nas and why katakata your home. It be share your 9 years, sir, your whole years, sir. If you could jina pa na Upa Kase Mercuria. I feel na all dress state banquet. Nim smooth. Ni boom smooth ni color ni dazzle. Fresh. That's yasrano. I'm saying, nah. Just say, where the what free money? Just say, nim you smooth ni skin. What that one was just what that motionless. Oh. Mercury akuse. Mercury akuse. What? Mercury antino. Almost you know no hwedi. Nti ewie ye no na me ne Roman father no twen ho no afedi General Secretary George ene FPU ni no e chese man mi no de o maka na ye na chese afi no so mo ye process na so mo be ye billing no na ne normal enura okototo ye ne ade a ba nyina no hospital no san gada ne nyina esan ye den e de man ti ye che wo ho nti ewie ye no na chese ne ba no onkuta ka ne dika de o bakra akola no swa ne ka ne dika de enkola no ko nti na o se kwan be ne be fa so a obesan akonam ka so okay sade a ti me fa eye de ba no ene de busuani no ene FPU ni no ene eye General Secretary no eye running meeting do no kuta ne ka ena ti e papa nti by the time e papa na me get so sade a you can see a taxi or cycle so de kwa na me too sure say be benya taxi a betimi anya a trail of the movement no and rather na yemfa a booking a pre-booking be online a pre-booking tin because so media ja titile Uber no happen na minim am ka so okay yemfa Uber name mu no in order say me clear no yemra back to VIP na ye order Uber no or VIP na yenya that record so at least so or the next one no or file VIP into so that me hu car cross or the next corner into yes I did we no and na pay sa call ye towards Adenta side and na me see Adwoa me see Adwoa no na George so be call towards them kri na me catch o nyina say obia kana nuntum na I was a normal me no see ye. So I was say share the family side. Na ye share governmental side no. It governmental side no. At least ye ma a senior most person be in government. Enya aware say this is what had happened. Na ye ma ye friend say ebusu apanyi so ne edi kan na kasa. Baafo. Ah ono so so atimi aye bad me can say tienhwe. E just me imagine adia yes ABC anopa no. Aferi akokora me drufie be 1:45 entimi da ho a mentimi enna kese me kata me na me dwen say ya no paid how is it going to unfold,
what is going to happen
enti da ho mentimi kata me anti around 2:48 thereabout and me who say aye atenka online was a running meeting so you connected with atenka
yes
them who's atenka online actually be reportedly and I'm who's adom online as actually be nam dem come no tum
no that baby
and them baby na rather me Sunday message Emma chief of staff on WhatsApp say such a sad situation has occurred at Ridge Hospital fama me kwa don kon na me told around 4:30 and Akua Samba back to me. Then there was almost Samba back to Rich because someone can say a year 5 a.m. and now almost certified deaf no. Na a year 7 and he be moving no and na come mog. In the noon time, I can say more be and can be beer. They making sure say 5 a.m. no. A doctor abo, I'm a doctor not certified deaf no. But yeah, kokoto no ICU honum. Into catch was a 5 a.m. na doctor be certified deaf. Na o di kan de koto abonte na o ye panyina na ho meteka kra say me panyini de menye say ya can say dey akyere me nti afei na ma ne bonu mu no ne ba ne bebo mama ne ese na kwasi ada no na ne ho emfa no kakra Tomo kon aye Nsawam Government Hospital.
Okay.
And aye doctors no. I engage you no. Omo ye ne senka. Omo hunade ne ha no. Nanka omo be ebe undertake a procedure bi. And no can say mama no there was issues about consenting.
So beja two man on you too.
Enti ma omo sa ko fie. Omo ko fie no. Na still na nyumre mu na ho nyane yie enti they so to go to other private hospitals was some area and none of them were prepared to accept the case almost I go back to the government hospital at that stage na government hospital a year referral at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital and ma omode be pie honom adwada na homache EBPA Greater Accra Regional Hospital no. Into all day na they were dealing with it. Na on say ye do be call ICU be a me lay knowledge of the medicine medical field would know say something to do with breathing. Na me ka say so na ne ba no so abomama na say abe na ho me ni nsiso. Ndi ano ne ma or ICU no. It for instance I make so respiratory issues. Na no be to one say ade na make respiratory issues. Na so na obi hu means is to you can say and so no one saying.
What for can say?
Enti dem say ya na system no. Ya na time bia no. Obi nim emwa kora bia wo de aboa no say ade make nyina. Hwekwan enti da dey anim nyina so me be ka up to kwasi ade wo say ye hwɛ ne penipa emo kɔ adwuretia officially aye abusuapanyini tenase na ye de amane no bɔ because aye batam na asɛm na sie
okay
afi na wose George ɛne enu penipa ka ho abusuafo ni bisu aba beduru ɛkɔ back na afi no efitiam hɔ ye bɔ tenase na afi no ma amane de sie ye no ama afi abusuapanyini no etimi agu nsaagye atom sɛ ampa ne de hye no de asie no it is our processes ni nyina no who assist na ye because eno is under 30 na u gina na chi adwo asoso dani abra one meka kwalade one meka say we say nsi na ne ba ketu abi so gina nche mami teacher says I should bring my PTA ana otia kwala na adwo na dem ntia no de ba asem a da asem say na nsi no gina me nche teacher say pa PTA mra
kwalade osa onim de ekoso
oso onim de ekoso oso onim de ekoso
we de
enti eno ena afedie e ba se ami ekua yes ade chie no na go through some processes we be afe no also okwohwe hospital outstanding bills also we share also we make a report to the police also see a generate coroner's report na police na ma tumrika ni ekosu yes there be ni abada braka yes then police reach police station cross hospital in Chenware asemsi ya neke say o kwa anwan asemsi ya na wo kwa anwan sa asemsi na kwa anwan na afidie ababedo ntino book of condolence almost aye bibia also mutimi bie afei na Electoral Commission and so yeah letter ready having listened to the General Secretary no and yeah letter ready almost issue letter no afei na be free General Secretary ne mame na omra me kantre omaima so far the omas yakuzi na yenti enum free ho na afei yenko Supreme Court na yenko na de esi wososo yentie
ofa matena nka me pese me ka bibi kakana
okay
ma baba be ko edi kan ne de yema ebusuafo ni nya ya akọ Ghana de enya na asemato ye because oye oba tan a wasori egina abomodin a ate party a chese otum se wakọ nanim ogusu a anka bibi betumi papa betumi afiri mu ayeden aba de medical aka ne say wagya legacy maame no sebi wan shut down ko school bebre na so ne de waye no efe ni so mesre nkola no me hwe interview bi
But uncle, I don't comment on anything.
I should not comment.
Donc, it do stage say no ma bebre expose and expose you to experiences and no we evident. Wa hwe yi a wo be kan bibi na chi hu yanka wanka. E de nura kra no issues about say Kofi Adoma we yakasa wa ma we yankasa bi wa enye kasa akeke na pese oka. E de na wo ka.
Wofa ne krakra ne say me de meka ne say mesre de nka me beka no ma twe no asa
men kan no
nti we nu ye aban no ye nhwe na ye mama me no be fitting barrier say state barrier
I say officially
I think she deserves
say okokobo oman na mane
yeah
nti chief of staff say make us send a message man or reply into my me hu say
okay
yes I'm taking notice of what had happened. And then more processes are beye. And no, in the instance, no, Enqualano come to 4. But by Kwesiada, na busunya penny no, GDB area, then a busunya penny comes in. I think a busunya mano, a car boom. I didn't 2 ways, no. The governmental affairs, no, air cosono, nothing a busuano society.
Asia afa adwin okay
Asia afa adwin nti maame akua de
matene me masem ni besi
eba ne say ya de utietie voices e fifiri baby bebre eba no a ye restrain ya ho so ahono
na yente kasa no so kakra
say yente kasa say say akofa radio na ade abai
wo fanya radio kra omo asema to omani no managing the year kaka
managing the year say obi authorize obi nkasa na obi ma me ni general secretary of the Ghana Freedom Party ora George Afolabi na so ora Labi Afo George Labi Afo and I say George Afolabi entwe enkomo ekakra. Uncle George, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mahmoud.
Now what to saying?
Yankufu adom ekremu kakra
yo asset adwada najo na o ma me ehunu so okoi and doctor for no e kan ye no na o sa de chimpna da no pa afei processes bi ekoso that's at adwada najo no ye che ade no mu mienu say governmental affairs e wo fa and family relations enso so e wo fa enti ade chimpna da no kire yen so far processes ya maame akuadonko wahwe ama family relations akoso na governmental relations so akoso
meda wase free brother no na inkrata sama ese ye wo hospital Rage Hospital no ye krata sama ekodu baby enti no na bills biaba na ese ye clear bills no enti no enum wono so no mama ye informs we say ye farmer police enti no brother no ye informs no e ma police omuso di hujuma ne mu na diasa enti omu ye say enne ombewie ampa so enne ye ba ye no police for na wie ama yakomochre ho yakwa kohwe ye ma me no e bi ode no ye kama enti ne si America say mo mochre ho bibia kebia no almost 99% no ye wie na mo no areho sem kakra ne se ye ko ye no na ne ba no hu no e ma bibito no so kakra tini e se try ye ni hwe no ba se si ade betu aka se Mary hu ye me na kasa sisi ansa na ni kefe mo frame no e se se fa ne nkra tasem ni bill ni mochri bibia no yetia ye bibia efri ho anche bia no ye be free mochri no entu bi samia ne wo ho no
na abusuya so baafo abusuya panyini de na ho
ye ni abusuya peni akasa oyi dana musini ma obeka yensa nti adwumadi a yɛdi nyinaa no abusuani no mo si no ɔno na ɔdi anim ɛna yɛn party nso no yɛtɛ akyire kɔ ha yɛne ne na ɛkɔ momfa ha yɛne ne na ɛkɔ nti biribiara ɔnte biribi ase a ɔbisa me na makyerɛ no nti no nkitahodie ne abusua no so far so good ayɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ a abusua no nipa a ɔmo soma asɛm bɛsi ɔmo anan mu no n'ani agye
na baafoɔ ɛhwɛ akyire sɛ ne korakora ɛwɔ afitia mu ɛwɔ adwuretia ɛbɛkɔ sɛn
nti sɛsi a abusua no ana mo sina bɛhu baabi a ɔmo de hyeɛ no ɛda no yɛ abusua no ayɛ sɛ kwasiada ɔmo bɛhia general secretary sɛ mɛto me nan aba abusua fie na nea aka bia no mɔtumi ne nyatena ase akasa nti kwasiada no mɛkɔ na nea abusua no wɔ biara nso no mene ɔmo akɔka
na ɛno ɛna yɛbusa sɛ ɛmu no ɛbɛda ha kɔsi sɛ wobɛkɔ adwuretia bɛba anaasɛ woyɛ ne dɛn
yo meda se ɛno ɛna abusua no amosi ne ɛwɔ ha no sɛ ansa no mbɛka bibie fa ɛfono ho no sɛ ɔbɛda ha na sɛ ɔbɛkɔ no kwasiada sɛ minti no bɛwie a ɛna abusua no bɛkyerɛ nea ɔmbɛyɛ
yo ɛdeɛ na yɛmfa no sɛ ɛyɛ family relations no deɛ yɛwɔ atweneyam sɛ kwasiada no abusua no bɛtena ase atena abusua panyine baafo akoto akyire na yɛhunu adeɛ no ani so na eno hunu maakua na ɔse deɛn
ɛyɛ awerɛho yɛn nyinaa yɛyɛ mmarima no mpo no yɛhu yɛ mame no na yɛdi nso wɔyɛ ɔbaa no na wɔntumi nkora nti no yɛsusoo ne mu yɛbɔ ne nsuo yɛ revive no banyame adom wasɔre agyina ne nan so a mene no atwe nkɔmmɔ a ɔsɛ ne ho yɛ paa
eno isu wɔ nkwadaa nketenkete na hwan na take charge
batɔ brɛ bio
mekyerɛ sɛ ma Mary eno akuadɔnkɔ bɛyi ɔno so wɔ nkwadaa nketewa na ɔhaw wei a ɛba no so yi no hwan na ɛhwɛ nkwadaa no ma no
yo nti no quickly no yɛyɛ arrangement ama yɛn sister baako ɔhwɛ mmɔfra no ɛwɔ akyire nti no berɛ nyinaa yɛfrɛ ɔse nkɔlaa no ho yɛ bibia bɔne biara ɛnni hɔ nti no yɛbɛtumi aka sɛ nkɔlaa no ne nananom no nso no obi ɛhwɛ ɔmo a yɛne wɔ akyire a ɛberɛ bi a yɛfrɛ nti nkɔlaa no nso ɛho yɛ
yo nane yi busua no firi adwuretia bɛdure adwoa Gladys ɔnso so ɔbata ho
adwoa Gladys ɛbata ho paa ɔho ne maame no na adwoa Gladys ntumi ngyina nti no nso yɛsɛ yɛso ne mu nti no ɔno nso ne ho yɛ paa
yo afei ma yɛnhwɛ book of condolence nhyehyɛ ɛwɔ ho no deɛn ɛna wo ne abusua ne ɛma adwene ho akosie
yo nti book of condolence ɛsan sɛ yɛ mame yɛ nipa kɛseɛ ne nti no mene abusua no adwene ho nti no abusua no ama yɛn go ahead sɛ party no bɛtumi ebie book no ama no na adɔfoɔ so no ne ɔmoɔ ɛfa ɔbaa panyin akuadɔnkɔ ho no nso no ɔmo so ɛde ɔmo ano di nsɛm afeto gya nti ɛno no ɛnkyɛ biara no wadaroma yɛde date a yɛbɛbie book no mu ɛbɛto gya ama ghanafoɔ nyinaa ehu
yo afei owura George afo ɛyɛ afo labi anaasɛ labi afo
George afo labi
yɛhwɛ governmental affairs enso soe Electoral Commission atwerɛ krataa ɛde abrɛw a ɛda abɔntene na ɛno so ho anamontuo bɛn ɛna the Ghana Freedom Party mutuo
yo yɛnsa ka krataa no ɛne da na nneɛma ɛwɔ krataa no gyidi sɛ moakan krataa no na ne du no a ɛwɔ mu no party no nso ayɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ mpanimfoɔ no bɛhyia na nimunim yɛa no party no ɛde n'ano nsɛm ɛbɛto gya nti bia
oh enti na was a official statement every Ghana Freedom Party ho eba na address asɛm a asie any family relations no de wo ho na fe so no governmental relations no so no the Electoral Commission atwero any the adanimu a mo behwe na moaye
sa pepepe nti ebema Ghana fo ehu ebusua ne eda ho na afi nso no government die no nso no yebema emu ada ho ama obi a nyayaye afa ho
yo Uncle George yebedo wasi ye nyina ya akọ
yeda wasi Lit FM nyame enkamo
right enti George Afolabi LARBIE and General Secretary no officially Ghana Freedom Party and so no ebeba bontene what has happened and the way forward no omatimi ahwe aka ho asem ami akua donko the date of birth 15th June 1941 age 83 and one asem ne yekan enti yanya ho boy na fe no yenko Supreme Court there na esi wo na panelists there no omoka na campaign there na ekoso uzuneti enit 100.9 FM
list ni nie enyo ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no hwem so betumi a asew na obeka ya jontuma miensa duku portmanteau this way chocolate drink na kan wo hwe afibia nso beri ni waware ni a this way chocolate drink na kan sia asew udan kan no ntum ho me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho wo hade a wapi ho o ga sa batete eda fom wo this way chocolate drink
kra cha be pe baba ware
asew
ye fi ase this way chocolate drink ya sori anopa no ne yenom ye be chef fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so se
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so se
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Neat 100.9 FM Sini. Na Wednesday, October 30, 2024. And time just about gone 10 minutes to 3. In the studios, Engineer Peter Enchibu Siakon of the New Patriotic Party. And we expect to have Adele Umar of the National Democratic Congress. And also expect to have Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change. And Transi abedi de ho komo. Na engineer Transi de na menene bedi Dr. Mama ne ba omi ho komo kakra. Engineer me mo Transi.
Yo mejoso.
ADAKABRI
Lawyer.
Yedni Dr. Mama ne ba omi ho komo. Na
The incoming president.
Na sa be men na o sachira Ghana mu dane Ghana ni. E de free bibi o mo friend digital innovation a akofa de aba. Na wasan ye mampanyina be de akire. Na wahwe amansachira ye bebrebe na odi akoto potokasa mu bibi o mo frɛ no digital Ghana agenda. Na sa digital Ghana agenda yi amma eye enwuma bi a eboa wo manma ti se bibi a friend mobile phone interoperability. Say nei me kutabia MTN na wosu kutabia eye Telecel. Upasa osani sikade mamia eno ani se bia wa dial star 170 star na wako sebe sani momo na waye ne say other network na wodi akọ ne yama options AT and away na wodi akọ network a wo opesa wodi sika no ekokọ so na ubehunu no na atom se twaw kane no na entesa ema ane saa de friend mobile money interoperability akofa de aba ebia no so se afede omanmu ni nyina so no yensem bia awose ye hye no nso no eno so o say digitized public records ebi ni se eye e-pharmacy okoto aduro kura no na ebia eye wodonsa ekire duro no so a opese oto a kreke na ehonum a ohun ahare wo bibi ti se adia ye de ba ya uduro eye suhum efri eye nifio ede ko wo bretema na obehwe se enchen honum a na zipline fu na owi asante mampon ufri mampon eko eye asem zipline fu na owi ani nyina no nnuru ahodo ni moja nanka nkronkuma ni bi wa akiri yentimi mfa nkwen zipline fu ada roma yetimi edi drone eye plane ya obi antimo so etimi tuo ekobai nti de ko ni nyina no Dr. Mamad Baumien na nisu adu hunu no o se yetia wape eye se Ghana ebe ye krabehwe na bibia akotote wo Ghana na omanmu nyina adi yie eno nti eno se abato aye koto no opedima botumi ne de to sonson o se toma Dr. Mamad Baumia o se wono na oye odasoro ho number 1 e ballot no so na ongusu na onsachira Ghana emu se de yakwantu aye tu ye sachire mu o se Ghana de ehia kandinia adadi de waye etimi ya asenso de ekire de obeye ne kina sa nipa no ene Dr. Mamad Baumia o so wabato no kokromoti no ehu hia pa na ye nyina no yempe eye ye daachi bi hu asem enka ana ode potoka se ka cho se it is possible na dia na woka eye engineer
yo ADAKABRI me da sibebre na me dese da bia obetna agwamu na o sha sese o ka enema ewo nyina so sei na obo edebata yenra Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ho a na eye Ghana fo nyina anika sanse oye one of the vice presidents in Ghana enei obia enya sempapa etimi bonidin edefra ya na yebusa say na John Mahama so as a former vice president and as a former president, is there anything, any policy idea, any intervention bia ye beka say idea we there John Mahama oyi ono na obeye president no and as obeye vice president or the bae enunti enso kan nyina no eye nyina so a Ghana ha nipa bebre ebitimi ahweso no mo de ato aba enunti na ye ka say afiwe ya bato ye beto no eye enyina so abato na ye koto san say obia okoto aba bia once NDC for one of the things that they are struggling today to do is to use tribal sentiments to do their campaign, just as they do every time. This time, they don't know what to do. Omuntimi use tribalism for election 2024 because homo try a betun sum already no campaign atun sum that na almost akoye tribalism the energy say asai kra tan say John Mahama na they can say NPP4 say eda beba say yewra Baumia be unity so person be flag bearer and am say NPP4 yempe notness for asem na yempe nkremo for asem na yempe nzungu for asem nintino yemma Baumia emeye flag bearer da anunti o decide we edi enya ekika nsem edi shabufuo Ghana fo bebrabufuo enso sla olusu ye na ampa NPP4 ya kire se asem adwoma makan no eye nkontompo atro eni nabraba sem na odi kire Ghana fo na NPP de a party open to everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter your tribal background, and I say your geographical area. It doesn't matter.
So long as we can see, say, wo, sa nipa we, and nipa bi wo mu, na obetimi a depart nanim, na obedi o manga nanim no, we will always elect you to be the flag bearer of the party and to become the president of Ghana. Anunti, ena enei, omo campaign no, omo hu babi omo mfamfa no. Yeda nyamia se Ghana for nra weekendi aproba boye na nipa eno mu hia eno mo kasa dodo na asem mo kan se afiwe eye 2024 abato ekotu kamia yen se eye a vote of appreciation. People are going to appreciate the NPP party, the government of Nana Akufo-Addo for introducing the free SHS in Ghana. Abuama efie bieremu Ghana ha obi a benefit ewom. Simple one kasa one benefit ya one kasa umma a benefit umma benefit ya umama a benefit mmofra omu enyini ba na me ko ba bi na ma me bi a onu aduane ne ma me nsa de nchen no say hey safi SHC say man fa ma enka mani da so ne sen say mmofra etimi nchen omu nuanu mienu na awie ba ko nso so ewo secondary school sesi we mo bai nka me den na makasa me do mmoko secondary school ama mekunye sika na me de twa omoka anunti eye abato a Ghana for ede kire se wo ye adepa na wo de boa Ghana wo me hye woni monyam na wo be appreciate it, and that is what Ghanaians are going to do come 2024 December 7th ombeto abano boom 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 na wo de yama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I'm telling you that this election is going to be a shocker. Look, the vote difference. Bawumia edibe wene abawe edi atwe Jomamamu ama wakotia transfer or pension forever in politics, you know. I'm telling you it's going to be more than 1 million, and that is what we are working at. Say Bawumia ba weni ama Jomama ansha the vote difference odi able lose na and how the Sabigunity, ama omo party no, omokakope, ni bafufro, na afi omo de ashanin san say, meaning is 2024 after election, na Jomama Beluso no, obet me abedi NDC, and Nimubio. Na, ADAKABRI wobano, me bana, udi, ye mame, we free muyehu and combo, ye mame, a kriadonko, what free mui. In fact, Nansan and Ra Medawana will be frame. Say what is a mamino a free mo. Na me can say, in fact, me mean to mean comment because me nya details be in train a penny pan a frame and not say Pira, this is what has happened. Our mother is gone. Oh, now you see, I am say before I make in Simikra afa yen mame kwadonko hono, I want to suggest this to the government of the day. I think say whichever way we can, we should find at least a way to organize a mini state barrier for this woman. And I'm saying this because mame kwadonko and Yema bebre and a wada nadi achisa Yema bebre I will nipa jemo. Wachre ewo yen Ghana politics mu say. Politics wo we enye obi a wako university akobo degree nko and betimi den ho awura politics mu. Maame no since ye hu ni din ewo Ghana politics mu ye tie ni nsema woka, she has always stayed within the boundaries. Minti se waka sama edina no akofa asem kese bia de abre no da. Minti se wahye da di obi atem kakraka akase maame no nani nso ade. Na watimi nso akire se ekwan biara so oba eye oba ebetumi agina no ne mema e de asieni ama omo ahu se yes competition no one no ema na eko. Anunti enema bebre ena se behwe pa maame ekwadonko yi omo motro history no motro stories about people no omo ntom boase na omo enhwe maame no niema waye no omo ntro book pa mfanto na yenchimafo emisua bibi emfa ho san say maame no has really demonstrated a lot of things which has actually changed the face of Ghana politics, and I think there's a lot that we can all learn from it. Say politics, enye wa wokabrofo nko. This woman has always contributed to any national debate, and yet she never speaks English. Esi then what asema ye kano ono nso timi contribute to asema obeka no toss mu saa. When a man adwen na emi de say I never knew say people like you were behind her. Na mo man akwankyere ne nkasa ye mu na muntuo. Even she was, I mean, this is not the first time she has been put on the presidential ballot. Mm-hmm. I mean, for about 4 or 5 consecutive times, she always fills her form, she signs it, she goes around, get nomination from people, and she has always gone through. Even and I know Abrantia Wabi and another Indian or Tigana, or Nunkra or Koye or Yana was a disqualified. Oh, that was it. I've read the boy, Bernard, Manos, Mona, now no the Indian Tim or Tigana head and then they brofak and say no one who grumble ground or a couple of focus no, while call reporto, Ama, ya disqualified or the court Supreme Court, Massa, almost stand people and almost too good to say. And I feel open to do assistant people or they so free. Supreme Court to free. Papa or no, I was also university area or you the masters. Mami, just you can buy free one copy. And so what Timini Mema challenge. I think that Kwadonko deserves a mini state barrier for her. I can say now I am there. Say NPP party and so almost it show respect to her. Say my meno. It is the General Secretary of the party, Honorable Justin Kodia, a statement on one kind of sign or they share a bushini shedding, or they share Ghana Fuina shedding. San say, Dudona na omo tinning can na omo ayomode. Na wafi muse sena omo befili. Meka say yura atamas wuye. In fact, wana onye NPP ni krano. Pampani wono eya nipa be enan na afrimu Ghana ha wotia na ashock you yenua bia na owo asempa na woye afternoon show no kaba afrimu fat na sada na me wo adwuma mu na obi frɛ me wo London o say kaba afrimu in fact I was shocked and ehye pa na nipa bia omo ekeka ho a omo afrimu ebi ne atamas ne Africa donko wo afrimu yi. So na nipa bi sa na ya na omo nche o ka se na nim homini e wo papa bi ana also oye nipa tin kono say domestic nema na no say on there dan latte nso ewuwo ya bi sa GC na maame akwadonko wei ebe ya yehwehwem NDC fo ebetma ba so mu nim hu bi ebetma ba say NDC fo ni maame ni hu wo bi sanse NDC for the omnimye omoya de na anu amaami call Electoral Commission office na omu debate a oka na dwen pepepe se ne NDC for ye no omo ye adue bo bibia ne no mo atwe Electoral Commission form omu hu ne omo kutokubia emfa kranche mu no I will not be surprised say ombetimi apekwan bi so ayi maame na firi ho sanse ayi abranti bia ne friend say Dr. Asamfofro na ono so NDC fu ebeto abonten so ma yina firi ho na etoto mu saa enne ukoti fu beto mu say NDC fu na omo hwe omo yina firi ansa akire na okasa tia NDC fu say ne bi omo ye anani oh yeah I mean that was the rumor that was going around Dr. Fu na oda 37 and say akwan of us got that 37 one some near ken 37 do be a bit magoda o dem de do bakro ho no so na ADAKABRI adaba kon so medi ho yawo I think say yeah politics no yemfa seriousness kakra emremo. I mean I've seen people go on live TV omo Facebook they are jubilating about the death of Okwadonko. In fact, I saw a video today. A maybe say omo de omo NDC for na eyo omo de papa ɛyɛ ɔmo de paa sɛ akuadɔnkɔ ofiri mu a nyankopɔn ato ne nsa afrɛ no. In fact, oh, I mean, I don't know. Me too. I don't know. Also, Abranten Kwebo, I also need.
Yes, Samson wa na oye ne program na Porsche ɛwɔ ɛyɛ tra na Porsche nkwan kasa yɛ ne dɛsɛ akuadɔnkɔ ɛsɛ. Na
Porsche no onye Ghana ni.
Na fi obe kasa.
Na so yɛ NDC ni. Porsche no so yɛ NDC na yɛ ndepa.
Ɛyɛ Porsche. Say yɛ ɔno nkwan de.
No, but I've heard other people also making similar comment. All the way video no na about bontia go viral. But no matter what it is, in fact, if NDC is well to do, they should have come out to even condemn such a comment made by a member of their party. If up to today they have not been able to issue a statement, say omo consoli or my any nebusu akro ekrana. I mean, this is a political leader. Politics na ye anye ntokwa na ye ko. Anye enuabo na ebro ye ho. I mean, we be ha yetimi ye debate aye wi ya cheche ho ye hage ho ne ye ko. Because a brand debate am tan ye debate pa London. Ye debate ha yetimi ye heated debate. Ye wi na ya ko Jamestown. Na ya ko trans na omba na eto what you say na ye didi boom. And that is politics for you. We don't fight. Look at Parliamentary. You fight. We don't fight. And I know one year ye who say Afenyo Markins on Dr. Papaya only the NDC to the Abyss. You have very simple. A minority leader. Oh, Oma Cotton restaurant. Didi F and them to Kwana ye come. Oh, and Mestre say NDC for Monsieur Bibi and free and Yemabimu. Na manyam na mo bia mo gyina sisi no anya fe your mama has not even made a comment about akuadonko, and at a time came this woman was all over the map campaigning for you your mama we uti no wo bompa ye campaign ma pa wo koye wo senchi meeting kra no na wo free economics so o meboa ama almost intimate ideas as to how you can govern the country and do something about the economy. Akuadonko was one of the people you invited to Senchi. 21 policy ideas. I'm buy and Akuadonko's contribution was about 3. They tomatoes, tomatoes Ghana. That ideas when every Akuadonko also go to Italy. Yes, you go Italy. Was it? Ogotiano Italy. So a whole no question says tomatoes, Emma, Eyefu, and Unti, your mama would throw senchi economic policy idea. I feel don't come. I'm in a few muna on to me and make a comment. Radio show any platforms on a Ujana or I don't peer questions I can say, and then wow, dear business and Numbiana, your mama's who question. Minim said, and then your mama. Debate in Ghana and only business questions. Oh, Ghana. Meanwhile, when the question was thrown to you, say, a Ghana 4% you tear one no assem. Niaobe obey, you know, wo as a former president and as a former vice president, you know, policy ideas should be on the tips of your fingers. Brameka bichire. Na so questions seems to be so busa abanya also say ne vice president or person president. Brabebusa. Na yentimi entimfri mumye nyina ma no wo se wo manne wo ma wo chena wo jo mama wo don safa from kan kwetrema so say you will never meet the vice president of Ghana today because enye ne feso ene wo jo mama yi wo jo mama say enye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia efeso ene ono jo mama eti ho ya obey former president no enye feso no san say vice president has never been a president before and at least he has been a former vice president, and the current vice president is throwing a challenge to you to meet him for a debate so that we can all debate ebina obetra ha lawyer ADAKABRI about 32 policy ideas a vice president a champion Ghana ha a champion amani nyina abeye policy a ya implement a adwuma ebo Ghana for. The question is there any single policy idea intervention bia Rebecca said this was introduced and championed by John Dramani Mahama Payne as a former president or as a vice president? There's none. Anunti, he finds it difficult. And some of the questions are no, and they Obusa say vice president Emiliano no. I don't think he even needs vice president to come and answer those questions. Because, so we'll say, identity and a dollar, a year 16 Ghana cedis to $1, a year Ghana cedis, pi $1, a year 16 Ghana cedis. Now, what time on a year 4 or 5 Ghana cedis? Now, can't send a board. Yeah. The answer is so simple. The answer is because, say, Abano empese yebeko dumsomu. Even when the dollar was at 4 cedi to $1, 4 cedi to $1, Ghanaians suffered 4 years dumso under your purview. Tomhama, under your purview, Ghanaians suffered dumso for more than 4 years. And yet today you claim the cedi to $1 is 16 cedis. And yet Ghanaians are not suffering dumso. And that is a governance Ghana for in here, no matter how difficult it is. And I pray, say, sir, me don't yamia say, sir, atorencha me beto Ghana, a year COVID, a bama, yes, you know, be a hochino, nunti, a lady into all this and yama, a cosu and ADAKABRI radio. Me can say, enya and people na wa baimu, and your mama. Unfortunately, and I call president of Ghana. Me say, ADAKABRI war fast for no. And can say me and San Quato Mumbi, ama ba ode Hebacon. San say, and cat ye bet Kayan San Yawe. Things would have been so difficult for Ghana. Now, I buy way Modi Monti. What me to Tunyama, ama and the growth of the economy. The GDP growth today is far better than even when your mama was the president and when we had no COVID pandemic. In the world, we never had, the Russia and Ukraine war. And yet, Ghana, na ye so far, fuel, gas, near Salai, any other cope. If you want training, another danko gufado, namamumu, irrespective of near Esin Nara. Ghana for obien wa oye adwuma e Ghana ha you can't say enema mo yedin you say ebi nko ebi ma you close to all borders. Everybody should stay home, work from home. If you cannot work from home, just stay home. Aban kia obi aka ama obien wa yetin sika so nka dwamama obetumi ayana na impo ensi ye no aye teachers allowance e de mo dwamama se wontimi ntua otwam na COVID nsi yo na Ukraine wo ni ho. And so the mama catch the Ghana for say a year nursing training allowance. I the momo na omede to nema kakra e de ebo omo man no. The mama say ontimi otwamu even common chalk wa ye de throw blackboard so e man kura esua de. The mama say omo ni sika e wo Ghana omo de betua atobia ma omo anunti yentomo omo ne yentomo omo china. These were comments they were making. Yet, upon all the pandemic, na adodanko akufuado na buying on the power atimi introduce free SHS. Free! And koda omako school more than 5 million Ghanaians and are benefited. If you want any Ebimako University, and you're comparing yourself, your government to the government of Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo. I don't know who is advising your mama. If I were him, I would not even open my mouth to ask any question about this government. Because everything shows that this government has performed upon all the difficulties, has performed far better than when you were the president. When you were the president of Ghana, that time when oil in commercial quantity, when the GDP was growing at the rate of 14%, when you took over, you brought it down to less than the 3.5. 2016, the GDP growth was 3.4. And then it is more than 4.7. By the end of this year, now, we are looking to get it to about 5.2. Can you compare your government to the government of Nana Akufo-Addo? And to your mama, Mesrano, because the campaign no aton suomo and na no nkofo busa say na your mama cry away. Where is your mama? Nobody is seeing him. Nobody wants to listen to him. I mean, it's like or to ajampia wabontin and now what small guy. And I don't want this useless things they're talking about. Your mama no. He's talking about compost plant. Yes, organ ha. Waste. Convert it. Is this those things are useless? These are comments coming from a former president of Ghana. So I wonder who is advising John Mahama. Oh, na ekon eya odia. Yes, ekon eya odia na ato akeka. And I tell you, no, they feel no be depan. San say, you do maybe na ojina ho na ohwe ni su na ban na amanfo odwen say papa yi ade watwa bia na ne nkasa ne nkoya. Anybody can attribute it to anything. And that is why he's insulting today. A former president, after being in opposition for 8 good years, policy ideas should be at the fingertips of the Mahama. And so oni bakokra atemnie and wodi nkrofo. So na yadanyamia say there were choice to make in this election. A very clear choice. Choice Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia what say the man eshanensa obetumi aye niema bebre no de aboa. And I think Bawumia is going to be one of the best presidents that Ghana could ever have. Ghana cannot afford to lose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as president of Ghana. We cannot afford. In fact, it will be one of the biggest mistakes that Ghana could ever make. Say yan twaba ama Bawumia na John Mahama tihoya no abeye former president ebapum nei only policy idea bia no nkokon ketenkete ene emprekon ketenkete ene atemnie ne nkrofo omonama bonten ka se galamse de ye de ebe ma ye ama oma se yensuo sanse since Nana Akufo-Addo be president otu so na mo all person obe solve sa problem omodi se yensuo no Nana Akufo-Addo empe omasem nti ono John Mahama be president bi wa ombehwe se ombekoso ama omatu galamse ewo Ghana nsema omote Ghana ha omokano so enti mesre say abatu ayebeto 2024 we have clear decision to make, 2 choices to make. You choose Bako, and the one to choose I believe is going to be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and what his policy ideas are why exhibit say or Ghana no. I believe if we give him the chance. And midi we hands and I mean you are grabbing. You see, Makase Ghana we have had these 2 political parties that are winning power now. One of them has had the opportunity to produce 2 former vice presidents. President this year, Ghana. Atamels was the vice president, he became president. John Mahama was the vice president, he became president, and arguably both of them failed. In fact, John Mahama cried or failed abysmally. This is the only time when NPP they produce Obia vice president and also a president. Let us try him and see how he's going to perform. Because if you are a former vice president and you become president and you failed, that president, you are abysmally and you're sublimely useless. And I don't think John Mahama deserves to be given that opportunity again to be president of Ghana again.
Right. Engineer and Chibuesiakon of the New Patriotic Party, MPP, and Wateneneno. And also seated here, Ura Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change, Afra-Franto. Solo, na Greater Accra caravan tour munamu na ekwasan
oba bedase mechia etiefo nyina na memfa yako kese emfama wangasa otiwe ne ejuretiefo ejuretia o
ejuretia Akwabre number 1
Akwabre number 1 emfama ebusuafo nyina ewo eni ade nyina ye mame free we free mu a okotira ejano msani fasasa no moka no. In fact, why dear say Obia enka onka wish contomere te se Akufo-Addo die. Nanka beden no ba be pay president viedi. And so my mature say die hia pa efie nyansa enye sa book mu nyansa abrofu dia bedada ya omo na fafie nyansa omo tumpon a ye ne eda so ye tie bi sim ti ye be busuafo nyina yako na me fi say ye die e wo say abusuafo no jaima NDC ni MPP for na omofa ho kanyina esan say ma me tiase osuma NDC ni MPP pa over here 2012 2016 osuma NDC ana nkena no so obesum yenuanom ya nyame atone safre no tie ye we di over nsa no eba less than 40 million Ghana cedis mo fa receipt nkomo mo because ekwadonko ade a edwuma wa ya ma wo no obi adumi va ne kwansi mambe esu half bia ho na on ka se wa ya ade dabi o se mo Jesus ka no afiri o musem ye nyina de ho ba bagimu esa se da brabo no a living testimony or kwa na mango fu bebre hu se politics nya bro for tente efie nyanse ya
the school nyansa so pepa jimi
aga nye na ndam kra mo ya wo mo adwuma mo na nyini be mpanifo yi oh yes school nyansa de
o manum na ntwe no fusa
na wonu se school nyansa do kra mango fu adwumi mo o de o hwe obi o ya argument bi pa to se fie nyansa ba ku kra nim eje egwado go o use sa fie nyansa no one way go school ya pa mo free no no giram wa qualify o wa go school no ya pa mo no wouldn't say let's we na Dr. Samankra bi ka ho ya pa mo no ekwa ko giram what you say work school na ye fresh stakeholders ye pen go for mama ko dwene o man no economic situation senjino ho na metifie mezimi nyanza say no we asemo a
omo emergency ipack o mo frey no
what
you say awia no a message by ya emergency ipack ade che no no oduru konongu
no that why
ye also ele mo ntwa me ji ade kumasi say oduru kumasi sa babetna emergency ipack meeting no
wa ma meka bi enye yie oba eso na camera si so mo se akua don go ede na dwiru mu da ho too much na oba o se janko ba be de ordinary ba be si kua so e na kire se adwene no mu do efi se wi aso didi mea na asamasa to do no se kan ni focus nyina no esi kua yo so na akua ene kwadwo o ma dwene no ye pe because kwadwo ka say new agriculture revolution na akua don go so ka enya won because edwuso ne edwati ade oto aboba no aduti adwene ne pe eno nti no aba ne sei no Ghana Freedom Party fo nyira no ye nya mu akua kwa kwadwo ho ni nyira ye momfa mu vote no emekan ho na ye hwema bibia ento ne kwaso ame ba metese Peter ka se NDC fo ne kun se sa na tie de ne hu no va abeto na so send this for the kun de
we enya de a as ya twem e discussion
la me dem ibusa say we meda issue ne ya karo ha o entina as MB before no atroni bi no but a subject for investigation say mo be hwe mo de kun mo de a mo nkocho mo nkogina asenua Greater craft for Yadamase so far odo amo kire mu yi edi a kire oral anchemante ekro no nyina ni abutu ko hela pass ni important ko ha blekum ko he weja eni pepu a epu ba bedi oral anchemante achi na chese o se mra ne so a na so ene ye hu political parties mienu se eye nada nko a atro nko a esikadie nko a kro no nko a ena yesi ye menu ka say cedi to the dollar 1:17 krobe so na 1:17 cedis ye de bo ebra ena menu ka say ya dika wo electricity mu a eso de bia ye tue electricity bill mu ye tue so de sumu we dey mu 3 days ni ena ni ye jame we wa hwa be kofi ni asafa like abra electricity company of Ghana what give me musical advance edi atu ho ono de open wo ye woni ne woni ye wa se Yesu Kristo waje kanea no esansa memu fun tantan ene yetimu eno so omo se yensamfa ma omo na omo nto aso a na omo nsai wo man no me no ka say inflation 21.5 emma fom won me de ko 21.5 ya se yensante so emfa ma omo no plan me no ka say and anu no mu release BC results Monday say achira mu go school ama be ne achire kyese ya say bibia ena Erastus Asarodongo wo se wo sojafo no se wo mu ko ba bia se munyai aha de mamu nko ha ye ni abemufo ne etuo ye momfo ha na dalam se
asa
Erastus nko mu kokuno wonte ge kokunu ye kokko ye nyina Erastus nyame nka ho abemufo ya control security apparatus ya ko mu ko gene nkwa adentia ye se ye nsuo a ebema meni umienu awu ntem Erastus ya to no se okwakoboa ma ye jansuo na ye se no eni asase saye no ama nipa etumi atena se edi ngine ache ye nyini mfiri ho nipa bone sem wo musie nto aba ma wo ye kwane sa no a na kire se otwa wani hwe banku nifa na de wani toa ne be ma na ne nyuma onyam no ahyerem bebre ana wo se wo de nsempa na ma efre no ruala nchemante no ono ana yebetumi edi ani akoto nanim ofa be bia o ma na edu no edu akono ene aka 39 days asese na yakọ 38 na nyame adawo ma ora akufo ado ni ba o me free TV so na omo be free so forever enkura ne so omo ba TV ni so no madum omo so omo hu ora ba o me no madum TV no eno nti omo bomb by 38 days na mra fast na omo free TV so na omo sorry ye TV so ye TV so ba ye fa bio and it 38 days time no ye be yi won ba firi ho akofa aban a edi nwuma ebeba ofa me no ka say na national service ye bulu tot ebinim ko this week no atena fie the following week no obi nso ababi eno ni amemu etimu o orala nchemate se mu a mo wie school the last 10 years amuni enwuma ye mo tro applications tra enye mo brofo na nka o brofo de nka mo tepa resume so de munum prepare pa CVs munum prepare pa je wo mu nyina ne se nwuma ne bi ni ho anything before crash or babejia benwa no what di oban nanim no o se visit www.3mjgh.com 3millionjobsghana.com esan say nyame ye na dum mane bedi oman aye nim se nyame be ye na dum because sankofo ya ebe wo mu ne hwe de madasa oba the first 1.5 years no odi nyuma pore 3 million eneba omemu na esan say ye man be ye to whom you know why ben ye o papa ni godjogbo otuo Kwame Nkrumah Akufo Addo ye friend is engineer Peter ansane ya fa ye de yesi da bi ye ba ma oni biefo oni kamafo mu a mu firi mikroma mponya a munim obia won kra ha no wo se de ohia ni data go and upload fa uCV no ekokoto sa internet no so na wo de twen koto wa ba ma no na wo wini wie a esan se wo ma 10 strategic anchor industries a wo de ban enwuma ne ba bebusu oni ntiro enwuma ne be ba ma Ghana ha no mebunu na munya enwuma ye no edwuma be funu mo de ba ma kase muntumi nya mo bete ene jantwentwan so men kase nwie no upload ye bia adwuma no ye pe marketer eno anse yakwakohwe platform no so esiaraba ene apply so kuta marketing qualification na yakohwe ya fraud interview ye hwe na qualifier ya dia ni meritocracy. We are not going to put square pegs in round holes. Who timi nya adwuma na ye mfa dia obetimi ya adwuma no ama esomfaso asonga na fosu anyina no eno no ruare de ba eno tiro obehwe mu a sa 10 strategic anchor industries yesi de ni ebesi petrochemical so fertilizer bebu okromu a ye be no okromu a fertilizer dodo a ye kraba okromu na geye emu kota kra wo ha enka ye dollar yi enwe ne sete de ye de ya sa isidi aye hata ene ye hu ne puma sibirei yesi ye de ni besi himfa iron and steel ye ntumi nkoso a emfa ye bauxite manganese iron cotton raw ma Russia ni Ukraine na ye nse ntwa ho nkobo besia Russia ni Ukraine ye betumi aye de kromu awro alanchemante se wo de sa nwuma ni nyina ba o se vegetable oils vegetables ni oils a ene yakra anwa dodo ye kra ba kromu a se ke ye yemu kotakra wo ha enka ye sika no ne ho ato no okay oya mokofa ba no ye wo atosodie ni nyina ho ye betumi dey okay oya na okroma na so aye ne se Ghana oil na Burkina fo abefa na Mali fo abefa na Niger fo abefa Orala Nchemanten so ode bro Orala Nchemanten say the entia electricity bills kosra ye dan da ye tum ni se components e produce electricity nyina ho fa ye kraba kroma cables aye kra transformers aye kra wasi obemia assemble electronics and its accessories kroma including cables send ye be ya yemfa sika ye nya no ano enkonkrama we ni adwene a emudo a Ghana for endi se mo pano wasi oba keta se she wuni be bia wo ya memuemu krono die wo ba ni su ni ban echiri krono echiri keta se echiri 10% kickback wo say ye adwuma nanya so mfaso enkonko wi aban eno ntino na ba mu no kakra na ye agie no ye de behwe oman no so am ye ho atumi aso atoye na ene so de ba o se ye ntumi nya oman a ye tie ya no kukukuku a yakofa Africa Continental Free Trade abai ye ni shipping line a ye no buy na se ya produce nyoma ho no ye betumi de akọ other African countries and say bibrem Orala Nchemanten se oba ya oba be ya de friend shipping line now man is shipping line kwa airline so ene Ghana for ye tu kwan a je se ye ko si obi MANSO one for Ethiopia Airways a no akwa ye friend say Egypt one for Egypt no akwa Morocco as Morocco afe ubedura ne say ye do akwa Addis Ababa ya fo akwa Addis Ababa ye do akwa Rabat ya fo Rabat ye do akwa Cairo na hwe be Ghana we na se bia wo se wo kọ Dubai he ya na se play ebetua akosoro akwa si Cairo am akwa transit for 5 hours or 10 hours atina wo na so ansa na wasa ko Dubai Orala Nchemanten say what the airline e ba utu ya straight now call destination when in somewhere ehia Ghana for hwe animu se Orala no ba be ya maye na ye ho atoye na nnwuma na ba ene nnwuma na mabunu ne pe de bia me ka kiro se Ghana for nye lazy o Ghana for no pa dwuma ye ene to be hwe o mo obia afra wo a o se me pa dwuma yo na me hu bi da se babu na afra wo so mpeso be lazy no o pa dwuma ye na ban wuntumi create nnwuma mo ene ti die no so sa be ye bio oba interest rate akese tele pole interest rate twamene ekunipa okroma ene me kasa kirewi policy rate ay 28-29%. Oma bay and ye to the policy rate of 28% ay aduma. Okwaya sa calculated risk profile of about 10% o de kakanwa ay 37-38%. Interest rate no to go ken kwa go benyam faso. Orala Nchemanten so oba da interest rate beba single digit. Na mamebunu netu yakobo besia na omatumi de diduma ba omunwumam afa nipa bebre amoma ba be yaduma. Na ofa so o ka traders ye dwadifuo na ba na ebe yo was what the Traders Bank here dey ba ababe so nti ohwe we nyina no a ofa na there is no doubt say aba ye kwakoto yi enipa edumiensa ebe gina no because enya dey a Ghana Freedom Party edo obi abehim no anfo obi amahim kura no a enya ade ballot fufuro obi akwakosie wo mo amehu say omo ade etete omufie a omo ani ku omo a no maye ballot fufuro so Orala Nchemanten da number 12 we dabi bibia fufuro no we ba besie say Ghana Freedom Party so omo ntumi fo obi amehim a ye be cross on afri obi anya ne position enkoto aba enya saa na say mo pese agiwe ho akinya we will go back and vote for the positions again because ye kwakoto aba na ye kwe yanyi 12 yanyi 13 and it would do about this question and the ganjas over me 12 there be nipa na nyamia to ne safere o de cross o keke na wo kwa we bu kra di yesu ya ye na okufuado say ne go ufuo kra di yesu ake better at this stage it will be better for us to even vote for the dead person if we don't go to leaders that's how me move for tantawi amemu fu tantawi amemu a omampani any parliament NDC MPP etubidi ye kwaye emase yentum agudie ensa ni se yeso wo ya amemu a eno ya maame oba cha kwakowo akwada kakaba se wo to no 300 series wo ya amemu ekwamunti and a manual Bob Sibra and son of Madidi, almost could be one market ma. When you are memo, and it in your baby, and Jacra, 38 days, Hen one go say waba, or 2 ban moral and Chamante, no mamma develop Ghana, no, not and so, Nemiso, send you be proud of our country called Ghana.
Well, yeah. Ura Solomon Usu, a blampo for say you are the man of the day, and or the Abba. Na Janet is also Abba. Abagasa and Jubuas Yako is the man of the day. But I'm wondering, say, yeah, telephone numbers, mobile numbers, who is selling it? What's a mitiminya unsolicited messages on my phone? Na yeah, then in Penyama. On September 5, 2024, at 11:48 p.m., just before midnight, I received a message from Dr. Baumia. Na message you say, Dear Ernest, join me on Friday, 6th September 2024, as the possibility bus arrives in the Adentan constituency. I will visit School Junction, Buche, Central Mosque, Adenta Station, and Frafraha. I look forward to sharing the bold solutions for the next chapter of Ghana with you. It's possible, Dr. Baumia. Muka kame dada manite ya mebekin ka message. I'm saying, now you need data protection on my way mo. Na when the number I come Dr. Baumia. Then on Monday, yeah, 6:58 p.m. I fed Dr. Baumia cry to me dinner for. Dear Emmanuel, I have made this video for you on why you should choose bold solutions to upgrade our economy. And I also mean click it na me for data and call video.baumia.com/ and so. It's possible, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. As if that was not enough. Just about 5 minutes ago, 3:34 p.m. Dear Frimpong, I've made this video for you on why you should choose bold solutions to upgrade our country. And then also no video no twice. It is possible, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. Peter, under the Data Protection Act of London, I would say 1984, if I'm right. Want me number and send me unsolicited messages. Now she said, dear number unsolicited message from a political party. Then who say Mituma Bawa Denta constituency.
Yes, this has nothing to do with data protection. You see, Baumia is lifting Ghana's standard to that of the foreign. Obama made calls to people unexpectedly. And this woman is also doing it. So it happens. The moment you register with Electoral Commission, they capture your phone number, your details, your address, and everything. And when giving that information to the presidential candidate, he gets information about the person that he's expecting him to vote for him. Into wo control within with Electoral Commission, within address. In fact, Ghana has a crana. You need address very effective. Abrochira or my address very effective. Me, baby, I'm a toba UK. Me house address. So me move free baby, I'm a tenor. I'm a baby for fra. I move with my address into my economic register. They will ask for my previous address and then impute my new one. Normal cancel the previous one. No, so say and until baby and nipa move kobiano, your address follows you. Into your phone number is captured with the Electoral Commission. So go into Electoral Commission as a stakeholder in this election can get your details. Nipa na me person talk about.
Justin say, in the course of dealing with the Electoral Commission, my civic responsibility may supply details at the Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Is the Electoral Commission obliged to pass on my details without my consent to whoever?
Absolutely. Not only your phone number, your picture, your name, your address, your phone number, all these details must be given to the the potential candidate now all person wo to abama no into ohun kwan say utimi tro letter utimi tro personal letter.
Am I sure say side details here media honestly Ediama Electoral Commission no say utimi de ma candidate bia entimi enkodi wrong hands Emma obi and target me, and what will civil libertarian groups be saying about this?
If you're afraid of that, then even the network company now net SIM card from they have data of everyone that is connected to their network, so they can also sell those numbers to anybody, because this time you register with your Ghana card. So I say, and until if you're talking about that, then you're afraid say the possibility say because could deal wrong hands. I mean, this is an extreme. If it happens, then we deal with that. But what has happened is what we're dealing with. The Electoral Commission has your details, and the
government of my point, they say, without me consent.
Of course, yes. Anunti enna yebeto abana omuma presidential candidate the list of every voter in this country. Every polling station
bank. It could be a bank account. Etimi kura ekoji omo services ekoji loan kura from na me supply details including where I live. But the bank na you think there's nothing wrong with bank no betimi pass it so me details
the bank will not pass your details to a third party unless you yourself has agreed, and you have agreed with the Electoral Commission.
But the Electoral Commission there
you say
my sign paper say
on capture details no from my political parties
we haven't got in there. My sign send me the details my Electoral Commission in performance of my civic responsibilities. Have I signed to the Electoral Commission say without further reference to me ultimately the details am a third party now?
When you sign with the Electoral Commission, our responsibility is to give your details to the presidential candidate, and the presidential candidate have the right, they have absolute right to contact you, and if there's any other means they can contact you, they will, including your phone number.
Maybe the same number. If I be me Emmanuel, if I be me,
it could be a typo. I mean, you at least they got to. Are you not Ernest?
Me chase it you.
So you're Ernest. What's your frimpong?
You. The details I'm the man. Me a friend Ernest frimpong man.
Yeah.
Then at a point your friend Emmanuel.
Yes, and I can say it could be a typo because the nipa that's a human being a type at input to
you see Emmanuel ya would not associate me. Let's say Emmanuel need data be and a bam me hon we are. Yeah, target Emmanuel na chese e beba me ho.
What is
what
is important is the message that came to you. The message that came to you was that Mia was going to a particular point. If you are available, meet him and listen to the good message about the bold solution. That is all he's telling you. Anunti, you have no point about whether somebody has sold your data to somebody or not. I mean, that doesn't come in at all. Your details has been captured by Electoral Commission, including your picture, your fingerprint. So that is even more tedious. But I was going to make a comment about
Mama because say your data no ubetimi the data ama government institution now without signing specifically to say you give them the right or you waive your right to protect.
But there's a point that you take on the form.
But the point is
your details
not
will
the
be
form say me details will be passed on.
I don't want to take it all for my
there is nowhere in any form
Electoral Commission or the data.
Details about the electorate.
Yeah, criminality.
Criminality where?
Me, but it
is in the act.
No, criminality. Who say the unandu baby a criminality. Yeah, data protection law no any.
Now democracy in Ghana going to practice now. Abroche
Here, 2012 no, we decided by 17 no. Was say privacy of the individual. Privacy of the individual. A person who processes data shall take into account the privacy of the individual by applying the following principles: A. Accountability. B. Lawfulness of processing. C. Specification of purpose. D. Compatibility of further processing with purpose of collection, quality of information, openness, data security safeguards, and data subject participation. Ultimately, for me data. Emma any third party. Abraham me consent. That is why credit referencing bureau. Oko bank now could be account bibia. Oko facility. Explicitly no man former over consent say o data near the bema your friend say credit referencing bureau. One consent here, they can do it. Other one consent no munu any business no. And the moment I be consenting there, naturally say you are ready to do business. Now me to me baby and I no rubber me ba okakwe south. Me ke bi shemu mpie ko be enko be bia me te hwa no send me message. Dear Solomon Osu, thank you for cheering me. Me did I come out to cheer you up? Tete se munu kwa.
Na wo akwa baji ba omi aso.
Na me ga
wo afrafran to
asema ene me yire nyame amemu a o ja me wo ti ha now
what is the message? What the message now be share up? Okay, watch out.
Bitu mi na jesi
Me me hu aja me.
Bitu ase body me ba na boa me ho. Na ma boa me ho. O ti ase e dey na why? Dey na osro no. E dey na ho no. Ma me hetu ye na e kan.
Mama.
O ti ase me ti mi ba mi nka bi nhemu. Na wakọ gimi mi data. So e dey bi no betimi di mi data na ya menya we. Hwai Emmanuel na receive and man fan lightly o. It could be say wa no masa ye ID card am obi okura wudi na na ID card ikotu in the name of Emmanuel.
So where is the chair?
Chair.
Cheers no way.
Tell me message.
Cheers no way.
Chair me catch you.
Read it out.
I just say
the speed or yira ye hu no bio na chese offer ye nie data no ana this electoral commission e dia ma MP before ana omo ye de omo de pe na mo de kodi boni my name a me den me hu and to me ma take my instruct me lawyers me nya sa message we no say omo nsiu ma me but omo say omo person be class action because you be brave report
ADAKABRI wa kan ba
be go sue wrong.
It is never wrong. It is never wrong. By consenting with to the a form now affiliate with EC, you know.
I did not consent to them, so they should give it to a third party.
It is in there.
Why?
Electoral Commission's Act and say, or register we are HSA or ma political party.
Why in the CIA in the country say on for me data?
I cooking can hear.
Making case, yeah.
And I register to about Ghana.
But you know, baby, I'm not doing it.
And I'm dear call level. Or dear call level. I don't want to
Twitter, calling in papa. We are not going to come to America.
I don't want to stay at where we are. about when the energy electricity company. Oh, for the land, I don't know you're I didn't bonnet about tomorrow. Anna, oh, you want to do that. Alan, we would have so would
no akwaje
data me na phone number so obi nya no
ale to send message sa wo send message
oh why you like crazy that bomb ya so send message me when you message from bomb ya onya nya
na umu wa obi a wono na contact crown support no Adamu Ramadan wo contest ya denta wono na contact crown nyini ni a contact crown yo contact crown na me ma ko support
ndis mo ya wabuja pa
obi a wo se wo a contact nyini wo se me na me medu
ma contact me
wono na contact nyini na wo contact
na contact na wo no about me na wo
a contact de
ba me na wo no
na judge mo na ono ani ni nua ba kro wo nyini ni ni nua ba kra na onyini ni
ala na bushia phone
from head to toe from head to toe obi support from head to toe ala na bushia phone akwada ya wo taka ba nya wo support ala ba o mi ade na konta ya Adamu Ramadan wo se wo dim trodo me support no na me wo se me support no ai ari ye me tumi nya o je
ndesiana asembe ne da ho
Today I
want to make a point. I mean,
now the only so data protection now. You
also the court. You be shall court. I mean, our personally.
Now we the Ghana. You also be shall court.
Class action only one.
And nipa more than 200.
Adentina say unim whether with data no see a trauma no say ya trauma no and for what purpose
go and delete your name from the list.
What are you talking
Electoral Commission for register go and delete your name if you don't want the political to hold your name and your details. Go and delete your name from the Electoral Commission's data.
What your pen or the data here or the James and the man what they get your pay.
Anyway, ADAKABRI, I wanted to make a comment on what is happening at the Parliament of Ghana and the Supreme Court. And I know me can be oha nana NDC for intimacy, and I'm going to repeat it. Say NDC for it maybe a omo adwemo nyedu anunti normally omo de abim die edifo. And I think say and that is what is happening now. In fact, when the issue started, some of us we supported the decision made by the Speaker of Parliament by asserting that authority to declare the seat vacant. And I also supported our majority leader for being so swift to take the matter or seeking refuge at the Supreme Court to seek interpretation. And my concern was that if we don't work at this now and ensure sanity at our Parliament, a time will come 20 MPs will declare to go independent, or some MPs will declare to go on the ticket of the other political parties, which will bring whole chaos in our Parliament. So I supported the decision by Speaker the Speaker of Parliament to ensure, we ensure that sanity and we ensure loyalty and commitment to political parties, so that we can have coherent argument in Parliament. Na intiminya good decisions. Bit me take free ho. But enne niakoso Parliament in the Supreme Court no. I don't think it's good. It speaks well about the Speaker of Parliament. And the lawyer for echo Supreme Court.
Of a woman, how many minutes?
Na asema omo echo jina so omo nsem kan say. Enipa enum omo tena asem no so no. The lawyers for the Speaker of Parliament, SC, Bakun Wumua, Omuhin Nimua, or was NPP in or NPP into unsolved fiso. He should recuse himself from the case. And Omukoba and on the Supreme Court, Abebogu say, Asama Omo Ekano, and Nina so, and Inti, it was Supreme Court Justice or Tna Asamso na OTP. And I think, say, if they go on that tangent, I don't think it's going to augur well for this case. It's going to tarnish the image of the Speaker. This matter should not be be drawn down to NPP and DC, even at the Supreme Court. Indeed, at Parliament, you can do your NPP and DC thing, but it could do Supreme Court. Sir, Adena Omo yes, nipa bi oha omo hwe nanimu a was NPP ni na Newcastle Transam. I don't think that it will make any good case for the speaker, even if he's got a very good case to ensure we have that sanity in our parliament. And me the akoson no me say our lawyer for no, they didn't do well. It was a big disservice to whoever authorized them to go and represent the speaker. It was senseless move. It was uncalled for to even accuse any of the Supreme Court justices as being a member of NPP, and for that matter, he should recuse himself from the case. It was very uncalled for. And me, I can say, Supreme Court, if I were them, I will not deliver a judgment on this matter until after the election, because whichever way the judgment goes, it will still cause chaos in Parliament. The status quo should remain. They should delay the pronouncement on this until after the election, because to me, I don't see why a member of NPP should continue to draw money in the name of the party and yet filed a form to go as independent against a sponsored candidate of the party. That doesn't show loyalty. So that's it. And media may for some reason I agree with Speaker of Parliament say we should ensure sanity in Parliament. Now say a bit maintaining loyalty and commitment for the political parties are they upon which take it a call Parliament yet me maintaining. And the course of Supreme Court, that is what I will say about it.
Finally.
Over. The woman said the course of Supreme Court application and a motion. Your friend is a defendant's lawyer, a movie senka. Jesse Jau, only no home free mono. Menene Yagi, it's answer or a former member of the MPP. And I mean, Supreme Court, so you are going to say, or more dismissing. Because grounds of dismissing has always been my argument. Say the reason why your parliament want to say, so man penny, Ecofa, Obia, Margin, Ghana, now, Odru, and most stop on ho. Say more Evertini pano. Now, Mocas and Nipano or Safata, so because Supreme Court, and yet Supreme Court, one hour quarter, like I say, after a member of the MPP. And it was all parliamentary duty, or Muye. And now work you Chief Justice here. Chief Justice, you're better when you mamma to tone. No, some more refuse soon a year, the nomination, and I'm going to now the same way. Justice here, more and I mustn't go recusing, more refuse soon and gone to now. And not yet, sir, really no, Mene Supreme Court in the yard, when they say, oh, mamma, recusing. But I disagree totally with the Supreme Court, and the Omaya said, Oma dismiss the main issue. Oma dismiss really number it has been no what dismiss say speaker quite say on set aside ruling now or say on stay execution of you know that speaker say no more Supreme Court yet what dismiss no but I disagree,
but the actual case is still pending.
It's pending, but
okay, that's fine.
But the point is that me as a movement for change, I'm so happy. Because in the future, Alan Bewinia, you will see the significance of what they have done today to our advantage. What has been your argument on this one? Your argument has always been said, Alan Bar, more MP before the you are appointed to become more ministers. And I don't know why.
But that's what the Constitution says.
No, but it doesn't say that.
The
Constitution does not say that. Which provision?
Oh, my can't tell
me. Would the provision be a mehamo? The truth of the matter is that your poor Bama will be so good. Wakwa representing the interest of the Ghanaian. Now, with this ruling, you hear they say Orala and Chamanjabano appointed 21 ministers. Now, Munina, one more cross the carpet. Near Supreme Court say, Moon stay 5 years, crowd assembly, that's the whole. Now, more young ministers. And to me, as a movement for change member, supporting an independent candidate, I'm so happy with what the Supreme Court is doing. But whether or not to help the democracy that we are practicing, and no, is the other matter of the day. But me, Chatuano. And Gravois, Greater Accra Mountain for much do actually Roland Chamante. Memendebe, the mother of all works. ye ba be nanti won kramote so yellow army no be pie boom na baby a hye bia no memenda ye onani ye ko your canvas no na pe yellow atade no ni bi so aba benya bi na ye nanti ndi oral antemanti because for the 10th time the two political parties so much say omuni ne pa bia mai brani nanti to victory. Now your life will never be the same.
Okay, so you wanted me to quote the provision in Constitution of Ghana. It should say you need to have members of parliament to work for you as president, being members of parliament.
No, but that's not what the argument. You say you be members of a political party.
But that's what he says.
No, read the provision. You read the provision.
It says that Article 78, clause 1. No, it says that ministers of state shall be appointed by the president with a prior approval of parliament from among members of parliament.
Absolutely.
Or persons qualified to be elected as members of parliament, except that the majority of ministers of state shall be appointed from among members of parliament.
Finito.
Yes. So the point I'm making is, currently we have NPP and NDC members of parliament. If we happen to elect an independent person as president, the possibility that any of the political parties will say, I do not want any of my...
The political parties do not have that right. We have allowed that.
Okay, I know now.
Yes, sir. And that is what the danger is. We don't have to elect
there is no danger
an independent person as president. It cannot be. The country will become standstill.
Mommy, I'm sorry. Shaibu Muru, or say ADAKABRI, why are you tolerating this MPP man? How can the EC share my details with a political party without my consent?
Let us
and then
write your house address.
Humble
Why you have consented?
I say ADAKABRI, this data issue is very serious and must be addressed properly. Lottery authority also sends those messages to me, and care is not taken. It will have a lot of problems. Osabere Mama Fukoy was solo there. Did this Adakwa James was the man is telling the truth, and Kwabinedu. I said this loud mouth butterfly should pray for even 1%. Kwabinedu. Or say this loud mouth butterfly
I should pray for what?
Should pray for even 1%.
You say 1 year 0.24. 0.24.
I'm the end of the ground was 0.1, and then the 2 account. Who did the viewing increase?
0.24 being a
Okay, all right.
Who would you vote? Who to about UK?
Okay. The ambassador, Yamfama Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change, the Butterfly Mind.
It's a movement.
And it's a movement.
It's a movement.
And Abraham Pofu says she loves you, and then you are a great guy.
Yeah.
And then,
you're strong Alanite.
Strong Alanite.
Too strong. Bigger and stronger than appetite.
Oh, bigger and stronger than the appetite. Show them some few. And then Solomon actually in ambassador and farmer engineer Peter Nchibu Esiakon, the great MPP man, and also Abahase. Yes, also there. Na Abraham E. and Ulakoku Michael, and Omobabe Traswa, Amedeaka. Right. Yama,